Alrighty, hello and welcome everyone. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. So we're going to be here with the Silver and Bronze semi-finals, which is going to be LS Nevermore going up against Shogunake. This is going to be here for Inticity's ladder event. So welcome everybody. Looks like we have El Domo, we have Hunting Bra, we have Valkanos and Kule Char, Kroll Metal, El Domo. Hello everybody, Queden as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing? Hey, you doing, Shogunake? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. So, we're ready. It looks like here a lot of, we have a lot of people supporting Nevermore here, and Shogunake, nice to see here on both sides, so good support for both. Apologies here for the late start, looks like we were just trying to get players together, and I had the dreaded contact lens that doesn't want to be helpful, today. I went to go stream, and I was like, I can't see. So I was like, no, okay, this is no good for anybody. So we are going to be on the Outdoor Outskirts, which is going to be the first one. Yeah, pretty nice map, good terrain levels, where, you know, you can certainly hide some nice little tools there, especially if you've got coming some artillery pieces there from Chaos, or maybe even here from the Greenskin side, you can certainly hide in there behind hills or buildings and all sorts of fun things. You've got forests on the left and right hand side, and yeah, you certainly got some good vanguard points here that you can certainly hide some nice sneaky troops in behind, especially some wolves, or maybe even some of those skirmish spider riders. Hey, CJ DJ, how we doing, my friend? Guaranteeing that LS winner tonight. You're guaranteeing a Chrome Metal, guarantee a LS winner tonight. Ooh, okay. Hey, Zypher, how you doing, my friend? How are we doing? Welcome, welcome. Welcome. So there's no data on my side, but I'm assuming you can all hear me, because at least I hope so. Yeah, so we are going to be kicking it off. Just waiting for these two to be ready. So the dreaded Greenskins, which aren't so dreaded anymore, which is, you know, quite fun to see. You know, the fact that the Greenskins are going to be on a little bit more of a normal playing field. I'm sure we're still going to see Grom. He's still probably the most powerful lord that we currently have here in the meta. Logic, go, 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 the man, the myth, the legend, King Logic. Hope you're well. I am. I can't see out this eye though. Is the only problem. For some reason, so I think sometimes when my contact lenses get a bit old, I think they start falling apart. So and I just can't see. So yeah, that's gonna be great. Hey, Human Boy. Hey, Wicked. How we doing, guys? How we doing? Welcome, Human Boy. How did the stream go? Hope the stream went well. What I'm gonna do after this game, guys, when we have a little bit of downtime here in the next game, I'm just gonna go swap out the contact lens, and then we're just gonna crack on with it. Okay, back after the game. Yeah, no problem, no problem. So, Outdoor Outskirts. Let's see what we got going on here. So we've got a nice big tree line over here on the right. Lovely, lovely stuff over here on the right. And then over on the left, you can see we have the dreaded Empire. Going to be standing outside. That actually looks like there. That is going to be the banner of the southern one there of Outdorf. I can't remember which one that is actually, but that's going to be the more southern realm in between Outdorf and Balthasar Gelt. So yeah, looks like we're going to be in the random fields here. So for the Greenskins. For the fungi themselves, we are going to be having the front line of Forest Goblin Spider Riders, 3 units there with the poison, pretty nice in the back. Forest Goblin Spider Riders here with the pokey sticks and poison. 45 armor, bronze shield, yeah, pretty strong indeed. And these bad boys, of course, you know, 78 speed with Strider, yeah, pretty good indeed. Night Goblins here with the AP Loonies, yeah, very strong as well. You know, obviously getting off those 3 loons can certainly trade up to. I've seen at least 2,500, 3,000 damage dealt before from these fanatical boys. Double Stone Trolls here in the back, regeneration, pretty good armor as well, pretty tanky indeed. Goblins at the front, a very, very good tool. Orc Boys as well, nice and cheap and cheerful. And in the back here, we are going to be having the Giant River Troll Hag, alongside here with the Goblin Big Boss. And I think that was Grom. Here we go in the front. Yes, it is going to be Grom. So Goblin Big Boss on a Spider, so making him a little bit more tanky, but of course reducing on that speed, where they need stabbing. Grom the Paunch, who will be having here the Lucky Banner, sort of the Greatness here, and Language of the Boys. With the Giant River Troll Hag, with Spirit Leech, very good here up against Chaos. Of course, no healing whatsoever. With Soul Blight, as well as Power Stone and Mither. Also going to be coming here with the Overwhelming Odor, -6 melee attack in a 30 meter radius. And also here with Regeneration, Fear. You name it, she's got it. Great armor piercing values as well. And the Dreaded Big Sack can certainly do some good pounding for sure. In the front, Horse Masters, 3 units. Yeah, pretty good. Alongside here, some Chaos Marauders. So you've got to go pretty low there on the Horse Master side of things. But great weapons in the middle here with the Mirror Guard. Very strong here, the Mirror Guard. One of my favourite pieces for the Chaos, for sure. Certainly making the big Mana Slash smart, for sure. But they are going to be having ITP. 54 melee defense, 100 armor, silver shields, you name it, they've got it. And they certainly pack a punch. Certainly here, alongside the Zinch Man himself. So throwing the Everwatcher, so the Ever Chicken inbound here with Stand or Die, Arcane Conduit, and just the Fine Transportation. Interesting there. Of course, the big man here doesn't have Arcane Conduit or any sort of those... oh, sorry, he does have Arcane Conduit. What am I talking about? He doesn't have any sort of extra sort of mana-giving elements to him. So, you know, just Arcane Conduit is okay, but it's nothing special. Sorry, I was thinking of the Ever Chosen. In the sky, I'm going to have the double Fair Manticles, of course, great Terror here. So Terror alongside Sarthoriel as well. Here with, we are going to have the Arawa Spawn, which do actually have Armor Sundering. And in the back here, they get supported by Halberds. Yeah, very good. Yeah, the Unbreakable Boys of Chaos. You know, the Rampaging Chaos Spawn. Yeah, very good indeed. In the front, bit of kite here from the Frost Goblin Spider Riders. It's going to be sort of 50 armor here against, what, 45? Yeah, 45, but no shields on either side. So, yeah, they're going to pack a punch, but Poison certainly going to aid here in that fight. You're going to go down to 77 speed, so pretty much fighting on the same speed. A little bit extra here from the Spider Riders. They will have Strider as well, so they'll fight for the majority better on all terrains, pretty much. So in the middle here, we are going to see Goblins coming forward. Goblins up against Chaos Marauders. Now, Goblins are going to lose that, but, you know, they'll trade pretty efficiently. Of course, they are going to be costing, I think, a little bit more, about 25 gold more, but, you know, it's not, you know, here or there. There's more Goblins than there are Marauders, for sure. Poison Spiders coming forward here. The Spear Boys are going to be charging after the Marauder Horsemasters in the back. That's a nice push. Get those cheap spiders here just to get rid of the cavalry. 750 gold cost is going to be pushed by 400. That's pretty good stuff. Get in the back here with the Spider Eyes. Start shooting up against the Spawn if you can. Maybe otherwise try and see if you get into the back with the Marauders. Start taking them down. Start withering down this front line. Very terrifying force that the Chaos normally always bring. Yeah, here in the back, it looks like lots of the ammunition is actually going to get fired into their own Spider Riders, so you've got to be careful there coming in from Shogunnic. But here with the Horsemasters, actually going to be getting caught here by the Spider Riders. They are going to be getting poked. I think 78 speed, yeah, going down with the poison here with 77. And with that charge potion, Alice was certainly going to get in and do all the dirty work. Over here, there is going to be a bit of a fight. So what's going downtown? We are going to be having the Stone Trolls smashing here alongside the Goblins up against the Cursed Marauders. And here we go. We are going to have the nice Fair Manticles charging downtown. And there we go. That is going to be a lead from the Stone Trolls. Do we have anything to kind of hold off their retreat? No, Stone Trolls are going to get thrown absolutely everywhere here. What's going down? Looks like Spirit Leech here with Stand Your Ground for Sarthoriel. Plus 24 melee defense. Very strong indeed. But you can see here the Infinite Gobbos are in. 120 models just stabbing into the backside of the Sarthoriel and the double Chaos Manticores. Yeah, they just want to scrap in indeed. In the middle here, I want to see the River Hag getting involved here with some more Stone Trolls. These bad boys punch so goddamn hard. And they need to get in here and fight up against the Mirror Guard if they can. That'd be a great place to fight because, of course, the Mirror Guard don't have AP. They do have great stats, but they don't have good AP. In the middle here, the Whiteman's Wild Form are going to come forward. Let's see if they can get on top here. Maybe get on top of the Stone Trolls or start thumping here in the middle. But we are going to be losing one of the Fair Manticores. Not sure what's doing the butchering there. Stone Trolls still going strong. They're wavering, but they are going to be fighting pretty hard here. They should do some nice work up against the second Fair Manticore. They might struggle up against Sarthoriel, however. In the middle, Stone Trolls as well. They're going to be fighting here up against more Marauders. That front line is certainly getting butchered here. You can see in the middle there, the Mirror Guard going up against the Giant River Troll Hag and some more Stone Trolls. And also the Whilstons Wild, the Spawn here in the middle are going to be fighting quite hard. I don't know why I always get their name wrong. I always think there's something else, but they're not. And it makes me really sad. Alright, so what's going down here? Lots going down here. It's going to be an overcast Fire and Transportation going on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. Very nice overcast there. That's going to be a lot of damage. It hasn't quite affected balance of power yet. The arrows coming in over the top here. Looks like some Spider Eyes just in the back. Have we dealt with the Marauder Horsemasters? We haven't. There's still 2 alive. Where's that third one that we saw there in the beginning? He's going to be in the middle. So he's going to be going, okay, here, yep. So still 45 models. We can certainly charge off some of the Spider Riders. What has been popped here? Plus 24 melee attack. Going in the middle, going up against the Manticore. A little bit of support from the Goblins. All boys are in as well, but it looks like we have lost the Giant River Troll Hag. I've only seen 1, maybe 2 Spirit Leeches so far. I'd see maybe a few on Sarthoriel, or maybe going here on the Spawn.
Everything must die.
So, on the paunch, he's going to be at 2,900 HP. He's going to be cycling through, and we do break the Manticore. Very nice stuff. That's going to be at least 1 of 2 Terror off the battlefield there for the Manticores. Can't see the other one, so there might just be Terror only coming in here now from Sarthoriel. In the middle here, we can see Goblin Big Boss get him with Grom and get him fighting here up against Sarthoriel. Now, what is this going to be? This is going to be Soul Blight. Very nice. A reduction in AP, base weapon damage, and armor. That's going to be really nice going up against the halberds for sure. Grom does get out. I'm going to try and see if we can get some of these goblins in. Maybe try cycling some out, get them a bit of rest, get them just kind of some in, some out, kind of, you know, resting a little bit, making sure we're fighting at maximal there with our vigor. But it's not going to be shattered with the stone trolls. That's really sad because, of course, you've still got 6 models there that could regen. Some in the back are going to be awakened. I really like this. It's going to be a regen. Get in the back in, get some leadership back, make sure they don't shatter. And in the middle, look at this. Look at the gobbos. They're going to be going through here up against the Chaos Warrior halberds. Nice stuff there in the middle. Going to be going down to 42 models and a nice break. Now, where are they? Now, they're going to be below 25% health. So, unfortunately, that is going to be the end of the spinning loons. But they are going to break off here. The Mirror Guard, I think. Mirror Guard, of course, can hold for a super long time. But I think that is going to be the end of days for them. In the middle here, Nevermore is on the ropes. I don't know how he's going to do here. We can see some of the Horsemasters in the back. They are going to be shooting. Because they're going to be shooting through trees. And really, what are they shooting at? They're going to be shooting at Orc Boys. They kind of need to get in and pressure up against Gorm the Paunch. Or maybe get in and maybe start cycle charging from behind here against some of these gobbos. Recharges negative 14 leadership will certainly start breaking a lot of the low leadership goblins. In the middle here, it is going to be the Giant River Troll Hag fighting on her own. The meat sack's not going to be enough here. Sarthoro is going to get a gorgeous break and a Terrify there on the Giant River Troll Hag. In comes the Spider Rider. It's like he's going to try and see if we could blockade there for the Giant River Troll Hag. Spider Rider is moving away. Manticore does return. That's definitely the healthier one there. The other one had absolutely no health at all. So we can see goblins in. Those Night Golems down to 18 models. Of course, they are unbreakable. So they'll fight for quite a while here. Don't really want your Stone Trolls taking too much damage here coming from the Horsemasters if you can help it. But here we go. So they are going to charge in. Stone Trolls do need to kind of stay healthy here towards the end. 7 models. That's still quite a lot of regen. You can see. Look at that leadership. They are going to be losing damage sustained. Attacked from the rear, supposedly. It definitely didn't look like it, but it's like they are going to get attacked from the rear. In the middle here, we can see the Manticore and Salthoriel chasing off here against the Goblin Big Boss. Where is Grom? Grom's in the middle fighting here up against Chaos Marauder. Standard Die has been popped. And here we go. We do have the Unbreakable Spawn, which will fight here alongside the Manticore. Grom is in, and this could be a really painful position for Grom. Shogunik really has to be careful here because he's going to have 1, 2, 3 very strong entities thumping up against the big man. The greatness here, Lucky Banner and Final Transmutation going down in the pocket. That is going to be so much damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 models here. Kind of getting slapped on here by Sarthoriel. And he's going to be unbreakable. So he'll fight to the very, very, very end. In the back here, Manticore going to come straight after the Goblin Big Boss again. That's going to be is that a Terror Route? No, it's just going to be a route. War does go down. Nice hit from behind there up against the Goblin Big Boss. They get a 50 leadership. That's going to be hidden down there pretty hard. We can now get the Manticore in, maybe fighting up against the Goblins. That might be quite nice. But yeah, we have some Goblins in the back, not really doing too much. Some elements of the build are kind of getting snapped up here by the Marauder Horsemasters. Wavering here, I think this is going to be a win for the Chaos. I don't really see too much way we can get back in here for the Goblins. I don't know. Grom is trying to get away. He gets terrified. Yeah, it's GG's well played. But yeah, really nice game. Really, really nice game. It really came down to can you get rid of the terror there from the Chaos? I think towards there was just a lot that's getting terror routed, and especially when you got Manticores with their mobility, it's just so strong and so difficult to deal with. 2,335 there for Sarthoro the Everwatcher. Yeah, very strong indeed, with 405, 446, with 207 there from the Marauders. So, okay, 2 of them paying for themselves, 1 of them not. So probably just about paying for the 3 of themselves. 434, 850 there for the Chaos Warriors, with the Halberds coming in at 507. 550 there for the Mirror Guards, with 1,100, 540, and 775 for the Marauder Horsemasters. Nice mobility there from Nevermore to keep them alive and just kind of keep them around the edge and keep them away from these Spider Riders. I don't know what happened to the Spear Riders. I don't know how they fell, but they were certainly kind of charging here. They have bronze shields and 45 armor. They should have done okay against the Marauder Horsemasters, and I'm not too sure quite what happened there. But yeah, either way, 700, 677 for the Ferromanticores, 1,675. So the spawn here are actually doing. I normally find that they kind of get shut down rather easily. They either just get shot, or maybe a couple of Spirit Leeches kind of just deals with them. But yeah, it looks like they did some good work. They do, I think, the base model is 130 weapon strength. So I wouldn't like to think what sort of damage output you get here from these spawn, but I'm sure it's going to be very strong indeed. 650 for the Warhounds with poison. So good, I didn't even see them. But they got 600 damage value, so good stuff there. 2,040 there for Grom the Paunch, with 522 for the Goblin Big Boss. 365 there for the Giant River Troll Hag. I found she just kept fighting on her own. I think Shogunate needs to keep the River Hag, and this can be the problem with Grom, is Grom needs to be mobile and move around the force the whole time, which basically means you need to stick the Spider Rider on top of the River Hag the whole time, or you need to have some Stone Trolls with her always. I just find out on her own, she's just getting bullied, and the Spirit Leeches certainly need to take down the Manticores for sure. You just wanted to focus on Manticore Spirit Leeches and just Spirit Leech as much as possible, just over and over and over again. Assault Blight was a nice effort as well, like reducing the armor here, coming in from the Chaos Warrior Halberds, etc., and the Chaos Warrior Great Weapons. But yeah, those Manticores are so annoying with that Terror. But here we go, 170, 370, with 500, 260, and 250 from the Goblins. We got 708 and 424 there from the Orc Boys. 1081 there from the AP Loons. We saw quite a nice loon there down the middle of the pack, so they obviously got some good value there. I think we only saw one. I didn't see any more than that. Maybe there was two, but I always find it even hard for myself to get 3 off. 3 can be quite difficult, but they can certainly pay off value really hard here. 8 peak loonies are exceptionally good, especially they're unbreakable. As long as you just keep them going. Of course, there's no way to heal them, but as long as you can keep them going, yeah, they can perform very well indeed. 230, 144 we saw there from the Spider Riders. Archers, 244, 315, and 410. Yeah, a bit of a shock. I certainly would have expected them to get more. You know, these Spider Riders, when used correctly, can be very good. Certainly kiting from the front with Spider Riders can be very good. They all started on one side of the field, and then kind of had to travel across. I think just a bit of cheeky poke there at the front up against the Marauders would have been quite nice. Just kind of withering down those Marauders on the way forward. Because then if the Horse Masters came forward, you can then certainly go in and challenge those as well. Certainly push them back. You know, you've got the added range, and if you've got the mobility there with the skill, you can certainly get back and forth and get away there from those thrown javelins for sure. 221 and 970 here with 313 for the Stone Trolls. I think three's a little bit too much. I think 3 is a bit of a risk. Of course, you know, they're so easy to shatter. They've got such low leadership. I think 2's the sweet spot. I think 2's the sweet spot is what I found. Because you certainly need at least one infantry to stick with the Stone Trolls with maybe a hero that has some courage, because then of course they're not taking too much damage. They've got added leadership to themselves, and then, you know, if you have them here with Grom, you come with ITP, or, you know, if you come here with the Black Hawk Big Boss, you know, you can certainly come in there with some nice stats. I think the Black Hawk Big Boss really goes nicely here with the Stone Trolls as well. They've got good stats, but going with that plus 10 melee attack as well, with the armor piercing of 120 weapon strength. I don't know, I think it's a really nice buff, because then if the Black Hawk Big Boss, you bring the Rabble Rouse, and you bring the Brass Cleaver, that's plus 10 melee attack and immune to psychology, which is just perfect for the Stone Trolls. You just wrap 2 Stone Trolls with the Black Hawk Big Boss together, and, you know, you just drop one of these, and they've just got everything you need. You know, they can't be terror routed, they've got extra melee attack, and they just thump whatever's in front of them. They don't care. They don't care. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe just some food for thought there. But yeah, GG's well played. Really nice game. Really nice game between these two. All right. So it looks like here we are going to be having Lizardmen and Dark Elves. Very interesting pick. And looks like we're going to go Skaven. So Skaven against the Dark Elves. I think it's a pretty even one. Should be interesting. Let's see what map we're on here. Looks like we're going to be on Pillar of Bone. We're going to be on the Bone Zone. All right, nice. All right, so we're on the Bone Zone. There's going to be 1-0 here to Nevermore, striking pretty hard with the Chaos. I've always thought that, you know, Chaos do quite nicely up against Greenskins. You know, I think it's still Greenskin favoured slightly. Definitely used to be very heavily Greenskin favoured, but I still think it's, you know, it's pretty strong there in the favour of the Greenskins. Oh, looks like we've had some things. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Human Boy. I know, McMaiden. I know. I've been seeing that a lot, you know. Negative 50 leadership on 46 health and it's not shattered. And there's been happening a lot in Warhammer. I'm not too sure why that's the case. That's been happening a lot. I've seen quite a lot of that at times where I've seen, you know, I've seen some things go up to like the negative 70s. Or the craziest one, I saw a Manticore in 54 health, and it had negative 36 leadership. I'm like, how's that possible? It's got no health, like literally no health, and it's not shattered. It's not shattered. I've seen like Brass Bull come back on 7 HP. It's crazy. It's crazy sometimes. It's really crazy. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologise. I'm going to go sort out this dreaded contact lens, and I will be right back, and then we should be ready to rumble. So give me 30 seconds, and we'll be kicking off the second game. Alrighty, we're back. Sorry for that. Right, we should be ready to go now. Welcome everyone, hope everyone's doing really well. Alright, so looks like both of these are going to be ready. It's going to be Pillar of Bone, it's going to be Dark Elves going up against Skaven. Ah, do you know what, that feels so much better. Two brand new contact lenses, amazing, amazing. I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but it's like when you change the sheets for the first time, right? You're about to go to bed, you change the sheets, and you get in, and it's all fresh, it's clean, you get into bed. Maybe, you know, even better, you've just had a shower, you know, you've just gone out, you've gone for a run, gone to the gym, whatever it is. You come back, have a shower, fresh sheets, you get into bed, and you're like, oh, yeah, this is the best stuff. That's exactly what it's like, it's exactly what it's like. But anyway, guys, if anybody of you are enjoying this, do feel free to smash a like button, and then do one of two things. A, you can, of course, subscribe to the channel, and really does help as well. And B, do go check out Inticity's Ladder. So here, this is going to be an event here for Inticity's Ladder. So what you do is, when you play your 5 placement games on the ladder, you get ranked anywhere from bronze to silver, which is when you'll be in this event, or you can be in gold, platinum, diamond, or masters, which is the very top level of that. And if you can progress through the levels, you can join Mr. Human Boy, and then you can get on top of his big stream there with all of the top players there in the Ents ladder. So I don't know if anybody can leave a link there for Inticity's Ladder, but if you guys could drop that, that'd be very, very good. This is why I wash my sheets 3 times a day. I missed a lot of conversation here, I think. Humor says, why are you singling out Zypher? I think Zypher should just be singled out because it's Zypher. What's the lowest level of all? So I believe there's 4 levels right at the bottom, but we'll go to that in a minute. We'll go through the forces before I run out of time, because, you know, it's very classic logic style. So we are going to have clan rats in the front here, quite a few, some with spears and some with sword and shield. Yeah, Skaven slaves as well. Coming in here with the double poison wind globeteers. The poison wind globeteers? Yes. Got to be careful here with these little gaps here. They can certainly be abused. I'm already noticing that. Maybe this is just my dwarven playstyle, but I'm noticing some gaps here for sure. We are going to see in the middle here more clan rats. It's going to be Natty. It's going to be Warlock Giselles here on the flank, as well as some Skaven slaves. Rat ogres in the back there for a bit of mobility. The Gracier of Ruin here. Let's have a little look. He's going to, oh look, he's going to get moved. There he is. Big move, big move. So we are going to have Arcane Conduit, the Warpstone Scroll, Howling Warp Gale with the Dreaded 13th, Unholy Clamour, Scorch, Musk of Fear, and the Wall of Unholy Sound. So very nice stuff there. More Rattogs over there on the right. The Ishka's Triads. Very nice unit indeed, coming in here with the... oh, look at the blue. Look at the blue. Fantastic stuff here. They are going to have Doppelganger, as well as Concealment Bombs. And they're going to be Anti-Large, Armor Piercing, as well as Weeping Blades. Good physical resistance in at 30% as well. It's a really, really strong unit there. You think 30% physical resistance, but you think 20 armor. You look at 20 armor, you go, oh, that's a really weak unit. It's not quite as weak as you might think. Very susceptible to magic damage, but not quite that weak. Clan rats with spears here on the side. You can see the good anti-large. Yeah, pretty good overall. Looks like there's going to be no regiment renown there for the Storm Vermin, but we are going to have some wolf rats in the back. So, Dark Riders with shields here for Nevermore, for the Dark Elves. Let's look over here, 2 more on the side as well, so it's going to be 4 in total. The Doomfire Warlocks over here on the right, so we're not going to see the Regiment of Renown coming in with the Soul Stealer. But these two here are going to be the Lesser Doombolt, as well as Soulblight, so still very good stuff indeed. Soulblight a lot less useful here against the Skaven, but certainly can be used. Can be quite nice there, maybe up against the Poison Globeteers for sure. In the middle here, Dreaded 13th. Sorry, Dreaded 13th? What's that? Dread Spears. What happened there? With Bleak Swords in the front, with some more Dread Spears. Oh, yes, my favourite unit. We are going to see the Hellebron. I really like these units. The Pink Men of Slanesh here in the front. They are going to be having Poison, Anti-Large, Silver Shields, 52 melee defense. Really, really good stat there. I really, really do like the Hellebron. And of course, here is probably going to be double Manticore and Marathi. Where is Marathi? We do have some Slanesh Harvesters as well. So Marathi. We are going to have the Wand of Corydon, Soul Stealer, Heart of the Dark Sword, Enchanted Beauty, Great Arcane Conduit, and Life Leeching. Perfect package, in my personal opinion. Over here as well, looks like it's going to be the Regiment of Renowned, here with Soul Stealer and the Word of Pain. Yeah, nice combination here, 40% physical resistance, they do magic and poison damage, 92 speed, can really whip around the battlefield. Alright, in the farm, so we are going to be shooting here the Warlock Giselles going down here up against the Bleak Swords. Silver Shields are going to protect quite nicely there. And the Warlock Giselle ammunition, is that going to be a waste? I'm not really too sure. In the front here, we are going to have the Double Assassin. It looks like here we are going to have the Rival High Talisman and Assassin's Trophy. Is that going to be the same for the second one? Yes. It's going to be the same for the both. So that Rival High Talisman can only be used once. The negative 40 melee attack in a 40 meter radius is uber strong. Uber strong indeed. In the back here, is that, did we get the Doppelganger ability? I don't think we did. I don't think we did. But the Warlock Giselles, they're going to be kind of exposed now. You can't see. What's this going to be here in the middle of this? So we are going to get the Wolf Rats and Poison over. Wolf Rats could do a big dumb string here on Dark Riders if you're not careful. This is going to be the Poison variety, so should be able to get that slow. Looks like Rat Ogres are in, and now they're going to be bringing the pain. Dark Riders here are certainly going to be feeling the steel chair. Look at that. They are going to come in big slams here into the face of the Dark Riders. Look at that. Oh, dreadful. You can see the Manticores are going to be on the side. Nice patience here coming in from Nevermore. So we are going to be getting the Teethbreakers shooting over here to the left-hand side, going up against the Doomfire Warlocks. Kind of met by Clanrat Spears, but that 30% physical assistance will aid here quite a bit. Waterstone Scroll in the sky is going to be catching the double Manticores, shooting as well here from the Teethbreakers. Should we get the Natty Bobos as well, the Warlock Giselle shooting onto this right-hand side. That's going to be Overcast as well for an extended duration here. That's going to be pinning both in for quite a while, but it's not quite as much damage as I would have thought here. I would have thought that the Teethbreakers and also here with the Warlock Giselle would have done a lot more damage up against the Manticores in the sky. Soul Stealer in the middle is going to pop here on top of the Teethbreakers and the Poisonwind Globes. Looks like we are going to get the Wand of Coridon here on top of the Globadeers. I think that's a pretty good ability there. And they do have 100 armor though, so you have to be pretty careful. Morathi here is going to be going quite nicely, so we are going to get scorched through the front there of the Bleak Swords. And now here we go, we are going to get the Murderer's Prowess getting popped there for some quite nice abilities. In the back, Morathi is going to get away. Manticores, I actually quite like the fact that they're kind of shooting down the Manticores first. Getting rid of that terror is going to be super useful. In the middle that we can see kind of rampaging in and up against the spears is going to be the Ferromanticore. Going to be pretty healthy as well. There's not really too much to dumpster here. We can maybe get in with one of the assassins, drop the Rival High Talisman, and then do some work there. That looks like that's going to be the case at the front. Both of these doing some big numbers here on the Ferromanticore. Shogunate putting on an absolute clinic here in the front line. But the double raging Manticores now going after two of the assassins could be a bit of a different story. This is looking a bit bleak right here. And looks like here we have a bit of Dread Spear support as well. Maybe time to get the assassins out of here. In the middle, what we're going to get the Gracie Rune going up against the Hellebron Bro. The 52 melee defense here should be able to defend quite nicely up against the Gracie. What's here? Looks like we are going to have the Howling Warp Gale with the Assassin's Trophy. Oh, that's a bit of a shame there. So she's going to be stuck in the sky with negative stats. That's not really going to help too much. But we might get a bit of shots in here. Looks like the Warlock Giselles are going to be facing in the wrong direction. Unfortunately here, neither of those facing forward, shooting up against Morathi. In the back here, we can see the Shiness Harvesters charging after against the Teethbreakers. Teethbreakers can slow here. They can slow, but it's not quite going to be enough. We are going to get the Skaven Slaves in. Clanrats as well should be able to clear up the Slanesh. And here can we get the Warlock Giselle shooting over the top. Now they do have physical resistance. I don't think it does magic damage. No, even the Warlock Giselles here firing all that Warpstone is not actually going to be magic damage, which always surprises me. Always surprises me. In the back here, the Ishka's Triads, a nice, very healthy unit, has been left to the side. I would really like to see them getting back into the fight. That's going to be, I think that's about 1100 gold cost, just kind of down the drain there if it kind of sits in that back left corner. In the middle though, the Gracie Plague doing an absolute number here. We should be able to get a Scorch down the line. That's going to be a beautiful Scorch. Oh, that's a nice Scorch there down the line of the Dread Spears. Rat Ogres though are going to be charging after the Ferromanticore. If they can take out that Ferromanticore, and here comes, oh actually there is the second one. So if we can take out both of these Manticores, we could do some quite nice work here. Could we nerf Morathi here maybe? She's going to be giving debuffs here to all of the assassins and the Rat Ogres in the middle. The spears are moving in. Yeah, getting terrified here for the Rat Ogres. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame really. We can see one of the Manticores will be falling. We can see, what was that? That's going to be 230 health, negative 12 leadership, so we will see a return there, sadly. But here we go. It is going to be Morathi and the Manticore in after the Gracie Plague. It's going to be the Wand of Coridon down. Lovely damage there on the Gracie. Not really too much here to protect him, sadly. Bit of a strange push. We are also going to be seeing the Poisonwind Globes in and amongst the Clanrats with shields, which means sadly the Dark Riders are going to be getting kind of double value for money. Coming over is going to be the Wolf Rats. Like to see the Wolf Rats getting in here, you know, kind of charging down using the mass to kind of pin away from Morathi and the Ferromanticore. We are going to be sniping though. Could we do a nice bit of sniping here on the Ferromanticore? I'd actually shoot the Ferromanticore. Morathi can heal herself. We can take out these Manticores, get rid of that terror. That is going to be so huge for the Skaven. Balance of power here is going to be pulling into the Skaven favour. We are going to get a nice Soul Stealer here on the side for the Wolf Rats. Not huge leadership on their front. So, of course, you can get terrorated by the Manticore pretty quickly. So we are going to be charging coming after the Dread Spears. And in the sky, that is going to be another Howling Warp Gale in the sky. So nice counters here coming in from the Skaven. We are going to see Ward Up Giselles and also the Teeth Breakers here shooting up against Marathi. And that is going to be a lot of damage. In the middle on the floor, we are going to see the Ferromanticore. It looks like he actually has the Howling Warp Gale abilities on him. I thought they had to be flying to have that used on them, but looks like it is going to get away with it on the floor. He can't be used. He's going to be getting Cycle Charge here by the Gracier Plague. Manticore does break under the double assassin ability. Nice stuff there. I think actually something that's quite nice that does counter the assassins, I believe, is the K-Knight assassins from the Dark Elves. So yeah, nice game here coming in from the Skaven ranks. The Gracier Plague proving an absolute nuisance there in the middle, just held like an absolute totem. This thing was just like a pillar of hope in the middle of that kind of big ass force there in the middle. It was just kind of just stood there and just took so much damage, but just held to the end of times. But 685 there for the Gracier room with some nice Howling Warp Gales there in the middle, just kind of pinning up with the Manticores. And Barathi herself, you know, she only got 1,100 for herself. That's quite low there on the side of Barathi. 930 there for the Ferromanticore, 700 as well for the second unit. 2,180 there for the Shanesh Harvesters. Yeah, very strong Soul Stealer as well as Word of Pain. 92 speed, good physical resistances. They do magic and poison damage. You name it, they've pretty much got it. But they are a very expensive unit. But of course, they're any sort of magic. So if you kind of get hit here by the Poison Wing Globadiers, you're just kind of going to get wrecked. Is the problem. So I don't know if that's quite what happened to this unit. This unit went down to only 70 damage value. I can't remember how much they cost. I never see them anymore. So I believe they've got to be about the 900 to 1,000 mark, something like that. But 18 here for the Dark Riders, 230, 93, and 400. 380 there for the Hellebronai with 330, 400. 124 with 0, 205, 340, and 430. Yep, so okay overall. I think sadly this build got really excellently pulled apart here by Shogunik. You see a very competent Skaven player. I certainly would have been able to pull this off. This was very strong indeed. 422, 215 there for the Assassins. 113, 300, and 270 there for the Skaven Slaves. Clan Rats 250, 220, 175, 430, and 200 here for the Clan Rats. We are going to see 500 for the Ishka's Triads. Kind of got left out there on the back left for quite a while. And kind of got forgot about, but luckily we got away with it there. I think we luckily got away with it. But 700 and 800 there for the Poison Wind Globes. Yep, still pretty good performance. Definitely going to pay for themselves. 820, 1,380, and 1,326 there. And if these kind of go unimpeded, these three can certainly do a big number on this force. But 950 with 280 and 950 there for sort of the backline ranks. Kind of the mobility here. But 950 for the Wolf Rats, yeah, very, very strong. Very strong. Yeah, and Rat Ogres, yeah, they just punch like absolute trucks. Yeah, very, very good. So that's going to be one apiece. That's going to be one apiece. I'm going to go walk the dog, but whoever wins Game 3, I'm happy for both good lads. Nice, nice. I do apologise, guys, as well, if my voice is a little bit croaky or... I've got a really sore throat. I'm actually not very well, so I do apologise. I did not sleep well last night at all. I've got a really croaky voice, so and I did say I was going to do this, so I said okay, we'll get onto it. But it's been a great series so far. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I apologise if I'm a little bit slow and a little bit croaky. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Not sure. Let me look, gentlemen. Let me look. All right, so we are going to be having winner of round 2 picks 3 factions they have not played yet and bans a faction. Yeah. Pick 3 and ban 1, please, gentlemen. That is going to be Shogunik. Nice. Alright, so just like the other semi-final, we are going to have an RTK off. We are going to be having Mr. Valkanos going up against Mr. Call HR. So, for those that don't know Valkanos, A, where have you been? And B, He is an amazing YouTuber, so go check him out. Done a lot of stuff there with the Warhammer World Cup, so you know, did lots of nice replays there. So make sure you go check that out. And you guys that know me know who Call HR is. You know, he is the king scrub of the Discord, alongside the other lovely gentleman in there. You sound fine, mate. I'll laugh in 5 hours time when you're still streaming strong. The Nox. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try. Thank you, Fritz Froz. Hey, I'm sick too. That's why I'm here. Otherwise, I'd be working. Well, you know, we could. You know how it is, right? You know, one door shuts, another one opens, and here we are. Here we are. Valkanos is playing. Yeah. Valkanos. I think it's Valkanos. Valkanos. I think it's Valkanos, or it could be Valkanos. Valkanos. I do apologise if I'm definitely butchering that. BOP is pretty convincing. Balance of power, yeah. Rats cannot be defeated. It's true. And the reason rats can't be defeated is because you can't actually kill them. Because if you kill one, two will replace that one. That's how it is for Skaven. That's how it is in lore. Look, thousands of your rats died. I know, but I had 10 dwarfs die. Definitely a worse scenario over here for 10 dwarfs dying. Skaven slaves were born into violence. They were literally just birthed into war. It was literally, you were born, right? Get in there, off you go. Go be meat for the mean grinder. It's just, you know, if 1,000 rats killed 10 dwarfs, they've had a good day. They've had a good day. My death was greatly exaggerated. What do you mean? Valk has been away so long that he thinks Norska is top tier. I love it, Aldelmo. I love it. Valka knows, according to Turin. Ah, good old Turino. Good old Turino. I've actually been watching a lot of his videos recently, actually, about Age of Empires. I really actually enjoy the Age of Empires side of things. It's a shame I kind of suck at it, but I really like Age of Empires. I think it's... Oh, thanks. Galbaraz is a nice map. I like Galbaraz. Such a friendly map. Yeah, so it looks like here we're not going to be having Vampire Cows, Dwarfs, and Dark Elves. We're only going to get one ban. I think that's... I normally give 2 bans in my tournaments. I think just 1 ban in a game of 3 doesn't really make sense. I think pick 3 ban 1 makes sense for a best of 5 in game 5, because of course there's a lot less factions at that moment. But here, you know, you still have 13 factions to pick from. So I think ban 1 is a little bit tough. Because of course they get to pick 1 ban 1 as well, so... But yeah, it looks like it's going to be Vampire Cows, Dwarfs, and Dark Elves. And what could we do here? Pretty easy one is you pretty much go High Elves, ban Dark Elves, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. And you got High Elves against Vampire Council Dwarfs. Yeah. Yeah, simple as that, I guess. I mean, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Or you go Wood Elves. Or Wood Elves is also good. You know, Wood Elves is not quite as strong as High Elves into Dwarfs, but oh, sorry, Wood Elves has been banned. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Don't worry. Or at the same time, you just go Dark Elves. I think just, you know, and this is the problem, right? You've got Dark Elves and High Elves here that can do very well into Vampire Counts and Dwarfs. And sadly, Dark Elves is not good enough. I mean, you can still ban one. So yeah. Which is why sometimes bringing something like Bretonia. Okay. Okay. It's going to be Lisbon ban Dwarfs. All right. I don't see a universe here that we don't go Dark Elves. Okay, it's going to be Lisbon Dark Elves, I think. If it's Vampire Counts, I'll be shocked. I've certainly seen Vampire Count players win this matchup, but it is the top of the top win this matchup. I think this is pretty heavily Lisbon favoured. Yeah. Yeah. Scoreboard. Oh, yes. Apologies. Yeah, I didn't get onto that. It's going to be one apiece here between the legends. Both very good players in their own right. Of course, Nevermore did just get promoted from the Shorebid League. He joined the wider community, became a Longbeard, but essentially he's also going to be. I think we're thinking about doing a Longbeard League, which is the 8 players that have been promoted over the last couple of seasons. I'm going to be kind of shoving them into a little pit for my amusement, where I can watch them kind of scrap against each other and go fisticuffs. And then, you know, throw it on the live interweb so you can all see and laugh about it. Only 10 go fight the rest. Wait, what? Sorry. Only 10 go fight them. The rest is hiding cowardly in the fortresses. Which is this for? Yeah, the rats only brought 1 mortar shell. You're trying to tell me that dwarfs face the rats, only 10 of them die? Yeah, 100%. Only 10 dwarves would die facing the rats. Too much armor. Too much armor. Nevermore bringing a Chad, not picking high elves there. 100%. 100%. Big Chad plays. Big Chad plays. So we're going to get the old school dreaded match here between the Druchii and the Old Ones. And I think here on the side of... So this is, of course, going to be Fruit Rules. And I think on the Fruit Rules side of things, it's a Dark Elf favoured matchup. Well, I think on the flip of the coin, if you bring it there to the Banner Rules side of things, you know, kind of my side of the world, it's definitely going to be Lizardmen favoured. I think there's a lot of stuff that and it is pretty heavily Lizardmen favoured. I don't really think there's too much you can do there as the Dark Elves to kind of win there. Yeah, but I think on this side of life here, for the fruit side of life, you can certainly bring lots of tools to deal with the Lizardmen, because they can't bring so many tools to counter kind of your lightly armoured foot skirmish, and also they don't have as many tools to deal with your kind of cheap front line, as it were. Like it's got good stats for sure, but of course like the ultimate Empire infantry doesn't come with much armor. So stats are all well and all, but if you don't have good resistances, you can get kind of butchered by most things that the dreaded Lizardmen can bring. And Lizardmen aren't particularly a great kite faction, but they're a brilliant counter skirmish faction. They're very, very good at just countering skirmish forces like Dark Elves. Of course, the dreaded chameleon skinks are dreaded for a reason. It's stupid stalkers that are 360 degrees. Hey, Weenan, how you doing? Hey there. Is this the final? No, this is the first semi-final, my friend. So we started after Human Boy, the big man, yes. So if you do want to go see the Gold Plus event, which will be Gold Renowned, will also be, I'll have to get this right, Platinum, Diamond, and Masters, then you'll have to go check that out on Human Boy stream. Feel free, anybody here from Human Boy side of things, to drop a link to that. Or even my guys, if we got that. And here we're going to be doing Bronze Renowned, Silver, and Silver Renowned. So this is going to be the first game here. So we started afterwards. So I think we started about 9 o'clock. So full Cav DE is really cool though. Yeah, for sure. I think one of the cool plays here that you can bring is the Dreaded Legion. The Dread Knights. Dread Knights very strong. 120 armor, silver shield, you name it. They're certainly packing a big, huge armor-piercing punch as well. And if they do go heavily on the dinosaurs, they got great AP to kind of smash and cycle charge and do all the disgusting things they normally do, you know. I actually think Mimas Darkblade is actually not that bad in this one either, because I believe he has regen and damage resistance. Is it like 8 healing and 5 damage resistance? Or something absurd. With his Warp Sword of Cain or something like that. Yeah, he can certainly do quite well here, and if you do pop his ability at the right time for Zarkan, because of course you don't get any negative stats there on the losing your lord for leadership. You don't really care if you lose him, but he needs to do the damage on the way out, right? And the problem can be is if you go with a bit of a Sky Force, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a lot of this matchup I think is kind of played in the building screen. Is built in the building screen for sure. Teddy builds I usually make or break, so if you flip it correctly, you are doomed. Yeah, this is true. This is true as well. Never managed to record a win against me the other night. Something I can barely type for laughing, so he's probably favoured here. It was done by Rat Boy. Sorry, Hank. I'm not really sure what you're trying to say there. Or maybe Bo Moore can chuck a Bummer, are you... Bummer, you're not a mod here. Why are you not a mod? How have you never been a mod here? Bummer, you are now a moderator. I don't know how you've never been a moderator in my chat. Alright, so we're going to be kicking it off here. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one, for sure. I think we're going to see some sort of Dark Shard play, mixing in with maybe some of the Dreaded Cavalry, I think. I don't know if I like the Cold Knights. 90 armor bronze shield is okay, but I think the 120 armor bronze shield is certainly superior in this matchup, especially with the skirmish capabilities that the Lizmen do possess. Hey, Smalls, how we doing? Wow, this poll has 40 votes and is dead even. Yeah, I know. I do wonder if you've been pulling some strings behind the scenes, Mr. Killing Smalls, and you've been certainly pulling people to do that. All right, so game 3 here in the first semi-final, and it is going to be here. Oh, so 3 units of the Dark Rider shields here with a nice Reaper Bolt Thrower, so 350 range of just armor-piercing anti-large doomery. And in the sky, we are going to have the Crows of Cain, the Harpies, here with that nice costume regeneration. That's only going to be happening there if you are fighting in melee combat, though. So there's something to take into consideration, but 48 melee defense. Absolute absurdity here in the front. So Dreadspears in the back with Black Isle of Nagrond as well. Oh, how can you not bring the Hellebronai as well? How can you not bring the Bros? But here we are going to have the Black Guard of Nagrond, the most elite of the elite infantry going here for the Dark Elves. Sadly, you know, not quite going to be the same here, but they do have ITP. But here, if you compare them for 1.3k cost against, say, the Phoenix Guard, they're going to be getting ITP rather than having 30% physical resistance. So, I know what I'm picking. But it's a bit of a shame. But here we can see Marathi in the sky is going to be having the Wand of Caradon, as well as the Soul Stealer, the Pet of Shades. Very interesting one there. Not one you often see. The Heart Red of the Dark Sword, Enchanting Beauty, Greater Arcane Conduit, and you're going to be bringing 2 spells and not bringing the Life Leeching. Interesting. So double of the Squadrons over here on the right-hand flank. And looks like we're going to get the Dark Riders in the back corner. Maybe trying to see if we can kind of just isolate this Vanguard position. In the back, I always like one Witch Elf coming in with the Rampage here. The ladies, the sisters themselves here are going to have here the Madness of Cain. Negative speed, negative melee defense, and Rampage is super important, especially if you want to get on top of maybe a Caster Lord. They can certainly prevent them there from doing good magic. So, Saurus Spears in the front here, mixing in with the nice Mace Infantry. Going to be pretty tanky there. 60, Bronze Shield, you name it, they do all the big punching. In the front here, it looks like it's going to be the triple Skin Cohort Javelins, with also the double... Ooh, double Skate Chiefs. My boy coming in with the picks. Look at this. It's going to be 417 poison missile strength there. Fire whilst moving. 82 ammunition. This boy knows how to snipe well, and I think they're going to be kind of clattering onto Marathi in the sky. It's going to be the double Bastillodon solar engines as well as the Regiment of Renowned cohort of Sotek. So the bad boys here in the middle with the Refuse to Die, Frenzy, and of course that Unbreakable status. In the back, the Dreaded Slan here on the toilet chair. The big man in blue is going to be High Magic, or it's actually going to be Light Magic, I beg your pardon. Banishment, as well as the Shield of the Old Ones. The the Aura of Quetzal, as well as Net of Amantok, Shem's Burning Gaze, and the Fair's Protection. Also going to have the Greater Arcane Conduit, pretty much the only basic lords in the game that can bring a Greater Arcane Conduit. So one unit of the Cold Spear Riders in the back. And no Stalkers. No Chameleon Skinks. Very interesting. So Reaper Bolt Thrower going to go into the spread shot here. It's going to be firing to the front. Maybe trying to see if we get onto those Saurus Warriors. Those boys, get rid of those spears. Get rid of those spears here. And we're going to have a bit of a field day here with the Dark Riders with shields. Have a look here. Good luck. Have fun from both sides. Love to see that friendly competition. And charging through the middle of the Skinks here. Going to an absolute rock hard one as they go straight through the middle of those shields. They're going, right, Simeon's the action. Get me in there. Let me do the good stuff. But they're going to charge forward here. Maybe get a couple of javelins up against the Dread Spears. And certainly whittle down the numbers if possible. Crows of Cain, should be to fly here. Double Pterodons are going to come over into kind of their remit. So it's going to be the Wand of Caradon here on top of the Pterodon Riders. Certainly an interesting pick. Probably not where I would have gone. I definitely would have been using that maybe on the cohort Sotek. Yeah, it was very easily dodged. I'm a little bit confused about that. Interesting one there from Shogunik, but I'm sure he'll learn that lesson. But I probably would have used that on the Slan, or maybe one of the Bastillodon solar engines, or maybe just on the group of the cohort, because of course you kill those models. Refuse to Die is less valuable, and you pay a lot of money for Refuse to Die. Marathi charging at the top. Is she going to come from the Bastillodons? It looks like here it could be a Net of Amantok. It is going to be a net of Can we get these javelins over and darting in? Big boom to the face there on Morathi. She's going to take one right to the dome. Big stuff coming downtown. Can we get that Skink Chief in there as well? Morathi is getting absolutely dumpstered. These javelins need to get in and do the damage. It's going to be a little bit late here. I think the net of is 22 seconds. Oh my god, Morathi is dying. And that is a big mistake there. Morathi only has 40 armor. You've got to be super careful with her. Koza Kane going to be kiting here, or getting kited more so here by the Terran Riders. 90 speed, and with Poison being 70 speed there for Koza Kane. I think what you do here is you kind of pin one round, and you pin one around this way, and then you have one to get free back in there into the back of the battlefield, and then get some rock drops here on the ranged units. Get them down on top of the Reaper bolt throwers. Shots from the sky going into the face. Shem's burning gaze. Oh, Morathi gets 360 no-scope there by the Slan on the toilet chair. Lovely stuff in the middle. Speaking of 360s, I want to see this absolute Master Chief here going in the middle. Maybe trying to see if we get some nice good 360s on the Dread Spears, or maybe even some of the incoming cavalry. Let's see here, we get some of those javelins going downtown. Might be able to. Come on, Spear Rider, certainly going to get a good counter charge here. Net here has been popped on the Scourge Runners. Lovely stuff. The AP boys are moving in as well. Now, talking about butchery, this is going to be an absolute slam fest here. And unfortunately, a couple of mistakes coming out of Shogunate here. It looks like he'll be losing one of the Scourge Runners for absolutely nothing here. It's like 20 kills, and unfortunately, that unit there, of Scourge Runners, which is super important, is unfortunately going to fall. Morathi does return. She's going to be in the backside. Over here, though, we can see the Terran Riders. Certainly seeing one pivot round to the right would have actually chased Morathi off, and that would have been the end of the game. But we do have a way back in here. Master Power is pulling into the Lisman favour. And here we go. We do see the nice ability. That is going to be Murderous Prowess here popped for the nice Dark Elves. Maybe some Murderous Mastery here and there, depending. Might actually get that there, maybe for the Blackguard and Necron. Looks like that's even not going to be for Blackguard. We will get it here for the Witch Elves. It's just going to be exactly the same, but it's actually just going to be there for 2 minutes. Soulstealer popped here is going to get on top of the Cold One Spear Riders. Also going to be catching the cohort with Refuse to Die. Love that ability so much. It's so goddamn fun here with the Unbreakable status. It's really good, especially when you've got one champion towards the end, just doing absolute champion things. So in the middle here, we are going to get the Skink Chief. Or we are going to get Master Chief, as I'm going to call him. He's going to charge over here, trying to see if he can kill Morathi. But he's going to be getting one of Kraydon to the face. And that there is a 360 and a miss. There's going to be no damage there, unfortunately. Both those ones are Kraydons are going to go downtown and unfortunately not do too much. Sure, the R1s is going to get popped here and help up against the bad boys in the middle. The Cohort Sotek are going to be fighting like absolute champions here up against the Blackguard and Necron. This is not the place for them to fight. They're going to be fighting up against a unit that pretty much solely pays for poison and AP. Oh man, this is a sad engagement. But unfortunately here, it looks like the Blackguard might be able to do some butchery here on the nice cavalry. So yeah, maybe there's a small ray of sunlight in there somewhere. Reaper Bolt Thrower is still going to be shooting, but I think we're just going to be ignoring it at this point. It pretty much can't take down a Bastiladon here, so we're not really that bothered. One is getting pushed off. And so we are doing some lovely kite here up against the Crows of Cain. Yes, so some nice shots here. I think the Terror Riders are just going to be left in kind of, yeah, they've just been left to their own devices. They're just going to be on skirmish mode, just kind of kiting, doing all the good stuff. Now we are going to be turning and burning here with the Bastiladons. Just see if we can shoot here up against the Dark Riders. Just make sure they actually go off the edge of the battlefield. If we remove the mobility here coming in for the Dark Elves, yeah, it's kind of the end of the days here. I don't think you can do too much because Morathi is going to be the only piece, and she's certainly going to get shot here. Now we can see the Skink Chief going to be shooting in up against these Scourge Runners. So you don't want to see him shoot Morathi. Oh my god, Morathi takes an absolute laser beam to the face. This guy has certainly been on the firing range doing all the good stuff he normally does. And that's going to be a chatter. That's going to be a Shem's Burning Gaze to really spike the arse of Morathi before she goes here to the never-ending Chaos Realms of Slaanesh. What an absolute finish here for the team, both these champions. Oh my god. Do you know what? It wasn't enough the fact it was Armoros. He went, nah, Shem's Burning Gaze right at the end. Toilet Chair Master here came in with an absolute slap. But 1,680 there for the Slam Mage Priest of Light. 227 and 800 here for the Skink Chiefs. This was an absolute build. I absolutely love this build. 740, 650 there for the Spears. 370 and 750 there for the Saurus Warriors. 1,170 there for the cohort of Sotek. Yeah, a fantastic unit. Just a fantastic unit. If it actually is partnered up with like Apotheosis or an Earthblood, Kogel Sotek is actually a really scary unit. Because, of course, if you pop Refuse to Die, and just before that finishes, if you time it correctly with an Earth Blood, you can heal those units all back up to full, and you don't lose any models. So you can heal this unit so goddamn efficiently. But, of course, here they are, you know, very, very susceptible to taking quite a bit of damage. So you've got to be careful. And if you are ready with the, if you are ready for the dreaded Spirit Leech, you can also, you know, kind of get ready with that Refuse to Die. As soon as each model takes that full damage down to 1 health, you can then just heal that straight back up. It's, yeah, this is certainly a dangerous unit indeed. Refuse to Die is certainly a dangerous ability. 375, 526, and 400 there for the Skin Cohort Javelins, with 240 there for the Cold One Spear Riders, 466 and 320 there for the Pterodons, just doing all the good poke and stroke up against the Crows of Cain, with 23 kills, 1,500, and 572 as well. But sitting on solar engines, you know, people saying, you know, they got their cost increase in the Silence and the Fury DLC, but they're still spanking hard. They're still doing the big stuff here. They're very good up against Dark Elves, very good up against pretty much any kind of Elves you can really come across. They do kind of drop off against High Elves just because of the amount of fire resistance that they do possess. You know, talking about Phoenixes, Dragon Princes, quite a lot of their Lords as well. That's where you do see them drop off a little bit, but then you still got like Razordons and awesome units like that we never see. So 250 there for Marathi. We've got 270, 207, 312 with 101 there for the Dread Spears, and 450. So here the Sisters are going to get 250 for the Witch Elves, with 720 there for the Blackguard of Nagarond. Bit of a shame for them. They kind of got caught up against pretty much the only unit in the roster that could deal with them. The Kogel Sotek getting in with those nice battle axes, just kind of cleaving the armor there of the Blackguard of Nagarond. But 200, 100, 63 kills, not bad there for 230 for the Dark Riders. 1,070, 720 there with a nice net to really deal with them. 0 for the Crows of Cain, unfortunately. 1,220 there for the Reaper Bolt Thrower, with also 560. So one Reaper Bolt Thrower doing quite nicely. I assume that was the downfall of one Bastillodon, but looks like the other one here did reign true there towards the end. So yeah, I mean, pretty good stuff. And I think, you know, once you've used these javelins in the middle, what I quite like to do is then kind of get them around the outside of the forces and then start dealing with these entities like up against the Reaper Bolt Throwers. You've only got so many cavalry, and you've got the whole skink tide here. So you just get in and do the good butchery that they can normally do. And 46 speed is not slow either. You know, some cavalry struggle to stay at that speed. Especially with a bit of poison. But yeah, nice stuff there. Really, really nice game from Nevermore. You could clearly see of the two there that were in the lobby, it was certainly Nevermore that had more practice in that matchup. But well played to both of these champions. One absolute semi-final here to begin with. So GG's well played. See you in the final, Nevermore. So we'll see Nevermore in the finals here. Well played, Shogunate. Good games, yeah. Shogunate, just so you know, there was a couple of things in there. If you did want to go back over the video, there was a couple of things that I left that maybe just for you to think about. If you wanted to, you know, see some stuff and some stuff for you as well, Nevermore. I'm sure there's a few elements in there that you guys can maybe pick out and you know, just some things that I noticed. But yeah, no, you both played very well. Both played very well. It was really nice to see both of you playing really well here in the community, especially you, Nevermore. Now, you've certainly jumped in. I didn't see when you started Shogunate, unfortunately, but I've definitely seen you, Nevermore, you know, kind of grind your way through the short big league and, you know, get to the, you know, get promoted. And I've certainly seen you smashing it in the current scene. So that's really awesome stuff, man. So, yeah, congratulations. An awesome win there from you. All right, so we're going to wait for Mr. Cool HR, who's going to be classically on his way. Let's have a little see if he's on his way. Yeah, no, it's very, very, very good armies there. Sadly, there was. I do wonder what you'd have to do with Pterodons. Thank you, I certainly will. Yeah, you played very well, man. I was just actually thinking maybe some Dark Rider repeated crossbows might have been the answer there to those very, very painful Pterodons. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe shooting them with the Reaper Bolt Thrower might have been the way. Maybe you know, baiting in with the Crows of Cain and then shooting them with the Bolt Throwers might be quite nice, because then once you take them out with the Bolt Throwers, because they're quite big models, right? So they're not too difficult to hit, I wouldn't have thought. You know, as long as they're kind of like just, even if they're just standing still, it's only 9 models firing at a time. As long as you keep your kind of harpies moving a little bit, you can certainly use the bolt throwers, because you had 2 of them. You certainly could have taken them down. Maybe with a bit of extra support there on the floor by some skirmish range, you could have taken out those Pterodon Riders. They were certainly a pain for you for sure. And yeah, because you could have then used those harpies for rear charging and getting that -14 leadership. And you know, rear charging also gives you Also gives you negative melee defense, you know, against the ones that you're attacking. So I think it's as much as 50% reduction. So, you know, you can certainly get in and, you know, negative 14 leadership, big hit from behind. It's 44 weapon strength as well. They do suffer a melee attack, but of course that reduction in melee defense for the unit you're attacking, you can certainly get in there and do some nice work indeed. Yeah, for sure. I think Evenstar had 3 bolt throwers in the same matchup, which DE won. Yeah, it can be. It can be. Yeah, I think the Black Guard in that one are good. Like, they've got good anti-large AP. You know, they're very good if you think like Mazda's going to come or something like that. If you feel like Mazda Mundi on Slack, or you know, you're thinking you might be seeing like a Carnosaur or something like that. You know, something that's going to be needing to get into melee combat that can fight. But there's also going to be fast in your Black Guard. Like, the only way you're going to get your Black Guard onto those units is if the other player happens to lack on micro. But if you consider the player to be as good as you, it's going to be very difficult for you to get your Black Guard and Aggron on without a net or anything like that, or maybe pinning it in with cavalry. It's going to be very difficult to get in there. So I think 1 bolt is, yeah, I think 1 or 2 is fine. I think 1 or 2 is fine. 3 is very difficult for sure. I think the Black Guard, I think it's a bit of an investment. I think it can certainly pay for itself, but it's a bit of a dice roll. I think, you know, just going, you know, maybe even just 3 Dread Spears and 5 Bleak Swords was fine, and then you just bring in some repeater crossbows, maybe just 1 or 2 for a bit of extra mobility as well around the battlefield. And you had some Dark Riders, maybe some Cold One Spear Riders as well, because the Spear Riders can certainly pin in and kind of counter their cav as well, and you know, you can certainly get in and do some nice stuff there. I think also the nice K-Knight Assassins here and there can be quite nice, with Web of Shadows that does lots of damage up against kind of low models. 88 melee attack with poison when you have Murderous Prowess popped, which can be up to 120 seconds of just absolute butchery there in the middle of the game, which is just so goddamn awesome. And of course, you know, they've got their abilities, which is going to be, if you really want, you can bring the Black Lotus. I actually think it's actually quite a nice one. Negative 16 leadership is really good against any unit you just kind of want to break through. And otherwise, you can also just bring Assassin's Trophy, which is also really nice. You know, you just pop that on whatever hero or lord they brought, and then you just stab it to death. And also, it's got 70 range, 800 poison weapons, missile strength. Yeah, super strong, super strong. All right, so it looks like here we are going to go. I'll go Lizardmen Wood Elves. And then we're just going to be waiting for Mr. Valkanose to return. Harkenath Executioners are really nice. Harkenath Executioners can be very nice because the difference there is the fact that they can fight up against the Saurus Warriors, and the Saurus Warriors traditionally have pretty low melee attack, 29 melee attack, but they do punch really hard on weapon strength. But the one thing you've got as a nice counter there is the fact they've got 100 armor. So even with really high weapon strength, you know, they're going to get quite resisted by a lot of armor. And Harkenaths are going to be anti-infantry, armor piercing, and they're just going to chew through them, for sure. I think staying on the ground and getting K-Knight Assassins could sway game. Get 1 more Black Guard to protect throwers. I don't think investing 1.3k to protect after bolt throwers is that good, because essentially you've got 2,600 gold kind of just sitting there doing nothing, if that makes sense. I think if you really wanted to make the line a little bit more elite, is you could maybe go some Harkenath Executioners, mixing in with some Bleak Swords and some Dread Spears, and just maybe leave a Dread Spear or 2 on the bolt throwers would be fine. I don't think you need any more than that. The Hellebronai, I really like the Hellebronai. Really good melee defense. Poison as well. You know, that really going to have a big percentage reduction on most Saurus units. They can do some good poke up against large dinosaurs as well. Poison is just really handy against the Lizardmen, because most of the stuff just has huge weapon strength and no melee attack. And Poison has a 15% reduction on weapon strength and armor piercing. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, the idea is that Blackguard wins if they get late game with 1 big dino. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, looks like it is going to be TK Wood Elves. Now, Mr. Corley Chart, him and I have practiced the TK Wood Elf game a considerable amount. Doing good. How's the stream been? Doing very well. Alright, so quarter chart went, I think it was DE, LM and what else? Yep, so I think actually TK is a really nice counter to both. I mean, I would go Lizardmen if it was banner rules, but I don't know what I would do for free rules. You could probably take quite a similar approach. I don't think there's much that the Tomb Kings can do against Stalkers. I think just 5 Stalkers is just... oh, it's nasty, I think. I think it's just nasty. The Skirmish Cav just gets deleted by them. Front lines just get deleted by them. It's a hard time against Stalkers. Stalkers are such a good unit, man. They're just such a good unit. It's just, yeah, it's not outdoor fear. Alrighty, so let's get it on. So it's going to be GG's well played for these gentlemen. It's going to be a 2-1 victory there for Mr. Nevermore. So we'll switch this round. Let's just see who's in what position. Quality chart on the left. Okay. So guys, if you are enjoying this, as I said before, please do feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't done it either already. It really, really does help here on the channel. If you do smash that like button, it kind of helps spread out the live stream to the wider audience. So maybe some people that have never seen this before. So hopefully they can come here and join the community and get involved as well. And at the same time, of course, if you're not enjoying this, do feel free to leave a dislike as well. That's totally acceptable. You know, I don't have any bad feelings to those that don't like this kind of content. It also kind of helps me know that you don't like this content and that you would like me to not do this content anymore, I guess, or you know, or leave a message afterwards. Depends, whatever you prefer. Or leave me a message on Discord. You know, yeah, I'm always happy to hear what you guys have to say. Alright, so... and then, of course, subscribe. You know, we just hit the 1,000 mark, which is really, really awesome. So thank you so much for that. I think we're at 1,000. I think the last time I looked, I was at 1,025. So you guys have been absolutely smashing the support. So thank you so much for all the amazing stuff that you guys have been doing. It's I honestly don't know what to say sometimes. Likes for the likes for the YouTube god. Yeah, for the YouTube algorithm. You got to feed it. It's like a beast. You just have to keep feeding the beast. And if you keep feeding the beast, sometimes it likes you. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes it can be a cruel mistress. Sometimes. Oh, a quick load in. We like this. This is what we like. Alright, so the backside here. Some of the best mid-tier cavalry in the game is going to be the Nekahara Horseman. Here, 50 armor, bronze shield. Just really, really good. Good stats here. Melee defense at 32 as well. 38 weapon strength, fear, and of course that unbreakable status and healing. Always imbued here. Skeleton horse archers in the front. Just bucket loads of horse archers. Or the Eyes of the Desert. Certainly not one I would break, but you can see here, should be able to do some nice stuff. Stalk, Vanguard deployment, you name it, they've got it. And they should be able to do some quite nice stuff indeed. 25% missile resistance. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Nekahara Horseman on the side here. I believe they've also got good armor, right? 80 armor, yeah, very good, very good. Tomb Guard in the front as well as skeleton warriors, yeah. And some more Tomb Guard. On the back here, we are going to have a Lichi Priest of Light and means no Arkham, but it's going to be probably... oh, and it's going to be Arkham. Arkham on foot, okay. So the Scrolls of Mighty Incantations, as well as the Net of Amantok with Arkan the Black here, with the Tombblade of Arkan, as well as the Staff of Nagash, the Lever Mortis, and Spirit Leech. Yeah, very good indeed. No life leeching. Very interesting. I guess if you've got the Staff of Nagash, you don't need life leeching, perhaps. Maybe that's the thought. In the back here, we are going to have these Screaming Memes. I've always found the Screaming Memes to be a bit of a letdown in this matchup. Nekahara Horseman here in the back as well. Yeah, I've always found them to be a little bit of a letdown. Especially here when you have... oh, dear baby. We are going to be seeing the elite men. The elite boys of the Wood Elf realms. We are going to be seeing the Way Watchers coming in here with the Hawkish Precision. As well as Stalk. Far whilst moving. These things are uber accurate. 27 armor, piercing missile strength. 190 range. These things are... ooh la la is the best way to put them. More Way Watchers here in the front. Glade Rider Spears over here in the trees. Dryads in the front. Very cost efficient, especially here going up against the Tomb Kings. Lots and lots and lots of them in the front. Glade Rider Spears and also Glade Riders. And the back, Eternal Guards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units as well. And I assume we've got the Dreaded Lady. Where is the Dreaded Lady? Oh, she's going to be in the back here, maybe? Yes, Drycha. So Drycha here is going to be having the Rouse of Wrath. It looks like a Penumbral Pendulum and Enfeebling Foe. The Trivial Fanatical Resolve, and also there with Frenzy. So yes, very good stuff. Enfeebling Foe, quite nice there. You know, just kind of pop it on, you know, whatever you need to pop it on. Maybe here on the Nikahara Horseman, it's always quite a nice one. But here, I normally go really wide here with Chariots, go really wide here with Skeleton Horse Archers, really wide with Nikahara Horseman, and, you know, just kind of overwhelm the flanks here of the Wood Elves. You know, really, really cheap wide force of Silver Shields. Just, you know, just really just feed the bony boys into the bone grinder. Just get them in there. Get them in there, boys. Get in. And let the Dryads think like they're having a whale of a time before they see Chariots just kind of cycle charging in from behind and making an absolute branchy mess. Alright, Konichar is ready. Good luck, have fun. Looks like here, Glade Rider Spears in the front, 94 speed, should be able to clatter here into the side of the Skeleton Horse Archers. I really love this positioning from Cool HR. We can see here, I actually think just a little bit further down on the hill would be a little bit nicer. Of course here, you can still see those arrows coming definitely wide over the top here. And certainly catching there, but a little bit lower down, could be a little bit difficult there for the kind of the range of the Skeleton Horse Archers to get onto them. Looks like here they're not, all they actually are going to be in range. You might see an immediate fire here, but it's like it's just going to be a straight big daddy push here. Do we have any shields? We do have bronze shields from the Glade Rider Spears. These bad boys are going to be charging shields nice and high, protecting those ponies and keeping them going quite strong. In the middle here, we can see the Screaming Mean Catapults. The Wood Elves need to get the nice surround and pound, if at all possible. It's going to be a bit of a kite here in the front coming in from the Bony Boys. And they're going to be getting counter shots here coming in from the Way Watchers. And Way Watcher ammunition, definitely happy to shoot Skeleton Horse Archers. Take down those pests. And it's like here in the front though. Oh, nice stuff. Yes, Glade Rider Spears, get in there. Do the good work there. The Azrai certainly butchering all of the Priest King kind of cavalry here, which is really nice to see. Getting in there and doing the dirty work for sure. Get rid of that dreaded skite. So, looks like here. Oh, this is some beautiful positioning from Valkanos. Look at this. Behind the big dreaded pillar. That has, we're going to call it the rock, but you can see still going to be getting shot over the top. Those Way Watchers, they care for no terrain. They're going to be shooting the Leechy Priest. So over here, the Eyes of the Desert, they're going to be shooting here into the Dryads in the middle. Dryads just need to go, go, go. This is Plan A Yeet. And in the middle here, we are going to be seeing the Way Watchers. Way Watchers just start shooting here up against the Screaming Moon catapults. Shut down those catapults. But it looks like here we are going to be targeting the caster, and that is not a bad choice. Take down that caster for sure. Take out those nets. And, yeah, doing the good stuff. It's going to be no shots here into Ark in the Black. Very interesting. But triple Way Watchers here will certainly be doing the butchery. Unlike this. Screaming Meme's going to be shooting the front here up against the Dryads. And they do pay for physical resistance. But as a kid, Nekahara Warriors are going to be butchering the Glade Rider Spears. You want to get in here with the Eternal Guard. Certainly want to drop these back. Don't want them fighting in there and get in the Spears here to do the good work. Spears are going to be collecting here some of the nice souls here of the Tomb Kings. Assuming these do actually have souls. I mean, they could just be soulless warriors. I guess they are just soulless warriors, aren't they, really? Yeah, but in the back here, looks like the Preacher Least of Light. He's going to be not having a great time, down to 975 health. In the back here, we see Skeleton Horse Archers doing the good work. Looks like here they are going to try to shoot into the Eternal Guards in the middle. Drycha is ready to go. Can we get the summon in the back, though, is the question. Can we get Drycha forward fighting here up against these Screaming Memes? One is going to be pretty butchered here, so we are going to be shooting quite nicely here into the Screaming Meme catapults. Negative 61 leadership. No idea how that's not a shatter. I just do not know. I just do not know. But it's going to be falling here. Eternal Guards, what is this going to be? Oh, the Penumbral Pendulum down the side here of the Skeleton Spin. But that is going to be a shatter. Nice work there. Tomb Guard going hand to hand up against the Dryads. Tomb Guard as well fighting up against Eternal Guards. AP will be handing. We are going to see a nice summon from behind for the Skeleton Warriors. Going in for the rear charge and the break here, hopefully. Coming in from Ark of the Black. Spirit Leeches are going to be on the low side. Net of Vermitoc here for the lady herself. And in we move here with the Eternal Guards, trying to see if we get onto the Eyes of the Desert. They're going to be kind of shooting here into Drycha. And now the arrows are over the top. The Way Watcher is going to be shooting here into the Eyes of the Desert. And we do have a nice summon in the back here. The Uwu Shopti going to be getting and kind of jumping onto the backside here of the Way Watchers. So nice stuff from the Tomb King so far. They're going to be holding pretty true. We are going to be shooting over the top. The Skeleton Horse Archers going up against the Dryads. And we do get a break. So we go. Get in. Shut them down. Overwhelm them. Do all the good things that Wood Elves normally do. And do all the good stuff. In the back here, we do have some Dryads ready to go. Get those back in the front. We are going to see the Liber Mortis coming in 40% physical resistance. It's quite a rare one to see that because Wood Elves, I think, are the faction that have the most magic damage. So the Liber Mortis can be negated pretty heavily, but pretty good there up against the Eternal Guards for sure. In the middle, Weight Watchers having a bit of a problem here. They're not happy. 18 models. They're not used to getting kind of hit here in melee combat. Weight Watchers in the back. They're not going to be doing too much. They are going to get pushed onto here by the Nekahara Horsemen. And there we go. We have collapsed on the back here onto the Weight Watchers. Unfortunately, we are falling apart here as the Wood Elves. And this can be the problem with the triple Weight Watchers. There's not too much to protect them here. We see a lot are going to be falling. Spirit Leech down on Drycha. Drycha kind of needs to get into the back here. We can see that the Leech Priest of Light, -9 leadership, he is going to be falling. That's going to be a reduction there. And that unfortunately is going to be no more mana from the Light Magic pool. It looks like here, Skeleton Horse Archers shooting into the back up against the Dryads. Yeah, looks like the Eyes of the Desert going to hand-to-hand combat here on the floor. They're going to be fighting. Look at the purple devils here. We're doing some lovely shove damage here with those big halberds up against the Dryads. Dryads are not happy. The Branchy Boys are going to be falling for sure. That is going to be army losses. GG's and well played here to Valkanos and the Tomb Kings. So I didn't quite change the scores here because, you know, not very good at my job. But we can see there 1-0 for Valkanos. And yeah, nice start. Nice, very nice start indeed. Happy to face both of them, Legends, Valkanos, or good friend Call HR. Indeed, indeed. I love that Weight Watcher. Yeah, they just shoot around the rock. I do wonder actually if maybe it was just better that we just... I feel like maybe it was just better that we shot the Cav. I feel like the Cav was a huge threat in this build. Nekahara Horsemen are very good. This is a nice build from Valkanos for sure. 700 there for Ark in the Black. 36 there for the Leechy Priest. But nice nets of Amentok kind of shutting down some certain units. Can't help but think a little bit more Cav here might have been nice. But yeah, interesting one. 160, 300. And 122 there from the Skeleton Spearman, with only 5 and 150 from the Spearman. So Tomb Guard, 460, 500, 626 there for the Tomb Guard. Nekahara Horseman, 1,100 and 1,000 there for the Nekahara Horseman. 340, 311, 233 and 342 there for the Skeleton Horse Archers. 720 there for the Eyes of the Desert, with 390 and 1,150 for the Screaming Catapults. 77 kills, 1,012 for Drycha, with 214. 142, 136, 350, and 107 for the Eternal Guards. 470, 202, 316, 270 there for the Dryads, and 300 for the Dryads. 476, 890, and 328 for the Weight Watchers. 160, 390, 99, and 208 there for the Glade Rider Spears. Just thinking, maybe it would have been a little bit more worth it there to maybe just... give the Weight Watchers maybe going into 5 units of the Glade Guard Starfire Shafts. The fire damage can be quite nice there up against Arkham. And also the AP can be really good here up against the Eyes of the Desert. And you can shoot into Skeleton Horse Archers a bit better. Give some shields here for your Eternal Guard. Certainly buff their melee defense. Also give them silver shields to kind of negate the incoming missiles. And, you know, they can perform a little bit better there up against Tomb Guard perhaps. But, yeah, maybe. I think also the dreaded Sister Rush can also be quite nice if you come in with some Wood Answers and stuff like that. Can be pretty good. But yeah, the dreaded 20 stack is certainly needed from both sides here. This is definitely a 20 stack game if you want to be competitive. You can see 18 against 19 here. Yeah, Screaming Memes didn't really do... I mean, one of them did quite nicely. The other one didn't really do too much. Ice of the Desert, yeah, good. They're still full health. So, you know, very good performance. Something that I've never really seen in this matchup, but very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. As I said, Undead into Elves will always prevail. Yeah, I think Undead is a really, like, TK is a really nice counter to pretty much all the Elves. I think they struggle the most against High Elves. Alright, so looks like it's going to be Skaven and Beastmen. It's going to be Dark Elves, hoping that we get Skaven, I'm assuming. Skaven it will be. So, as you can see here, we're going to be having yet again another Dark Elf Skaven matchup. So we are going to be going here onto the Pillar of Bone. So this should be an interesting one. What are we expecting here from both sides? I'm expecting not quite the same build from Valkynos as we saw before there from Shogunate, but I'm expecting a similar build, something that's going to, you know, prevent Morathi Double Manticore. Because if it does come, it gets heavily punished. But if it doesn't come, it could be interesting. But there's nothing really as efficient as Morathi Double Manticore. I do wonder if maybe Morathi goes on foot with the double K-Knight Assassins as bodyguards, and you go Double Manticore in the sky anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure. It'll be interesting for sure to see what will happen here. TK vs Dark Elves is even, in my opinion. Yeah, it can be. Certainly can be. Yeah, this is a matchup from earlier with even style prevailing on Dark Elves. Scouting my short beard competition. Indeed, Mr. Hank Saris, indeed you are. Yes, so for those that don't know, Hank Saris or PE Cyrus in my Discord is going to be in the Norgrimlings League here with Mr. Call HR. So it's just seeing some of the cheeky builds that he brings. You know, getting some information here on his competition. Hey Ward, how you doing, man? I think TK is a bit favoured in a Dark Elf versus TK matchup. I think maybe just. I think maybe just. I think maybe just. It's not much, but I think TK is definitely favoured into Wood Elves, gently favoured into Dark Elves, and then I think it's actually High Elf favoured for the other side of things. But yeah, I think Tomb Kings and Bretonnia do quite nice against the Elfin factions. Yeah, for sure. The only reason you can't bring both of them is the fact that Dwarfs range strong against both of them. That's why I generally think bringing certain factions, like if you go Bretonnia Dwarfs, or you like as a Dwarf main for myself, like bringing Bretonnia and Dwarfs, or bringing Tomb Kings and Dwarfs, can be quite a nice pick selection. Because let's say you go like the worst matchup there you get, I guess, is High Elves. But it cancels out the Dark Elves, which is why I think actually maybe going Bretonnia is probably the best way to play that, because then you get Bretonnia High Elves, which does favour you. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like in the pick two system, which no complaining, but I just feel like in the pick two system, people specifically pick within the idea of I'm going to force you to play this one because there's no way you can play the other matchup. Like for example, if someone goes High Elves, I have to go Bretonnia. I don't have a choice because the High Elf Dowry match is so bad. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one for sure. Alright, so we are going to be on the Bone Zone with yet again the same matchup in the same position. So we are going to be having in the front here, we are going to have the Assassin in the front. So it's just going to be a lone Assassin today, here with only the Assassin's Trophy. Okay, so no Rival High Talisman, very interesting. That's always a very cost-efficient item in my personal opinion. So we are going to have the Great Sea Rune here in the front with the Arcane Conduit, the Warpstone Scroll, Howling Warp Gale, Warp Lightning, the Dreaded 13th Spell, Unholy Clamour with Scorch, Musk of Fear, and also the Wall of Unholy Sound. In the front, we are going to have some Skaven Slaves, quite a lot, I assume. Skaven Slaves, Dodonimus and Clan Rats. One Clan Rat Spear with a Bronze Shield. I literally thought that was a gold chevron. I was very surprised. Council Guard, Storm Vermin with, of course, Guardian and Unbreakable status. Very good here, alongside the Gracia Ruin. Teeth Breakers, as well as the Avalanche Mortars, can do very nicely here indeed. Can certainly rip apart quite nicely. Of course, they do magic damage, so here, any of those sneaky cavalry with the 40% physical resistance can certainly get slapped on. Rat Ogres in the back, they're going to get cancelled here by the triple repeater crossbows. Oh no, actually it's just going to be double here on the right with a nice Dark Rider unit. And in the sky, we are going to have some Harpies. Manticores, looks like it's going to be two of them with an extra Harpy. I'm going to see Morathi here with this overwhelming pressure. No, it's going to be Mimas! Mimas Darkblade! The man, the myth, the legend. So he should have the Warp Sword of Cain. Yeah, the Warp Sword of Cain, it's going to be 8 HP per second, plus 5% damage resistance. Very nice stuff. Zarkin, as well as the Demon Curse, the Blood Price, and a Deadly Onslaught. We are going to have the Sorceress of Beasts here with the transformation of Kadon, and the Warson's Wild Form. Very good, that's going to be added armor, base weapon damage, and armor piercing. Black Ark Corsairs in the front, very nice stuff. Good on the armor, anti-infantry as well, very nice stuff. The Bolt Fiends in the back is also going to be the reduction there on shields and extra AP output. Extra range at 145 as well makes them pretty competitive. And here in the sky, it's going to be a pretty big sky force. Yeah, I'm certainly going to be careful here. The Avalanche Mortars, they don't have ITP, and neither do the Teeth Breakers. And we will certainly have to be careful there. Now, where the Avalanche Mortar is going to shoot first? They either shoot the front line, and then they don't shoot the cavalry. Or they shoot the cavalry, and then lose the front line. Which is it going to be? The conundrums here are very interesting. In the back, more Dark Riders here. There's going to be one here, and one on the left side as well, yeah. So, a lot of cavalry here, a lot of force, a lot of push, a lot of armor. And no poke, no spears. Actually, there's going to be no kind of cheap infantry here coming in for the Dark Elves. Bit of a rare one here, quite like that. Teeth Breakers again, and no cannon. Teeth Breakers are good. I actually prefer Teeth Breakers with Warlock Giselles. The slow is very, very nice. They've got a very, very nice suppressed speed. Of course, I think as they get slower, they get slowed to more, I think. Avalanche Mortars going straight after the cavalry. Yeah, I think, pretty good idea. A lot of it is missing. That is a lot missing here. I feel it's such a dice roll with the Avalanche Mortars. And look at this front line. It is going. And you can say the same here for Mimas Darkblade. He is going to be yeeting forward. This man wants after the Grey Seer. In comes the Ferromanticore. You can only net one. You can't net all of them. Keep these Harpies away. Keep these Harpies away, please. Por favor. Keep these Harpies well away. These ones were forgotten about over here, but hopefully we'll be seeing those in as well. Because you might catch both here. You are going to catch both. That there is a rookie mistake. Mr. Call HR, what are you doing? Crows again here are going to be getting splattered upon in the sky here. It looks like so I think it's not going to be overcasted. The overcast there would have been really nice to catch two for extra time, and then you would have only had to worry about the right side. But it's like we are going to be shooting here up against the Crows that came. Feel like have fun from both sides. Love to see that. Good sportsmanship. In the back, Skaven Slaves fighting alongside Rat Ogres. They're going to be punching in the back here up against the cavalry. The nice Purple Cape heroes are not going to be standing too much here up against the Rat Ogres. 83 armor piercing weapon strength is certainly no joke. So we are going to get another Ferromanticore summon here in the back. Maybe get a bit of pressure here on the Grace here, but would love to shut down the Teeth Breakers. Yep, so here we go. Mimas Darkblade, he's going to be in. He's going to be doing some nice butchery here up against the weapon teams. It's like 8 models are going to be left. It looks like he busts the bread of one of them. And yeah, we're going to be certainly pulling these apart. It's going to be another Howling Walkgale here on the right-hand side. A little bit slow on the Crows of Cain and also here with the extra Manticore. Definitely want those in as quickly as possible. One there has been shattered. The other one here is kind of flying over the top. Really need these in. The Hellpit Abomination is now going to be going after the big man Malus. How did I not see that? How did I not see this? But yeah, we are going to have the Hellpit Abomination in, doing some nice work up against Mimas Darkblade. We are going to be surrounding here with the Skaven Slaves. Now, we do have regen here for the Hellpit, and of course the same here for Mimas Darkblade as well. And here we can certainly fight with Zerkin as it goes. Now, here the Manticore in the sky is going to be the summon, and now he's going to be coming after the Lord Choice. He's still going to be blue, so we still have quite a lot of health, and he does tick over to orange, which is not going to last forever, but we can certainly get in and do some nice work. Harpy's in the back here up against the Poison Wind Globes. Manticore is now going to be coming in the backside here with the Sorceress after the Assassin. Concealment bombs, so we are going to rampage here the Manticore. She's just going to be watching. She's just going to be looking into the distance, looking at the nice sunlight, and seeing what happens here in the later stages. Now, nice stuff here. The Bolt Fiend shooting into the Council Guard Storm Vermin. Very nice. Nothing to really shut down this unit in the middle, though. This is a bit of a shame here. This is a very, very free target indeed. We certainly have Harpies that can get in and do the good work. The Black Ark Corsair is taking apart the Clan Rats. Unholy Clamour as well has been activated. Another summon here in the middle up against the Grey Seer Rune would be nice. Dark Riders are going to be charging in. This is going to be a big boom here into the middle. Council Guard Storm Vermin coming over, but they got the charge and they got the stop of the fire there for the Avalanche Mortars. We weren't able to shut down here with the Teeth Breakers. Two key targets in the middle that must be shut down that are sadly really suffering here. In the back, Mimas is going to be fighting up against the Hellpit. Hellpit at 6,900 of health, 1,800 here for Mimas Darkblade. Shots going in here up against the Dark Rider repeated crossbows. Arrows are now going in, but it's like here we are going to be getting... What is this? This is going to be a nice... Oh, no! They got ripped apart there. That is going to be a... Oh, no, I forgot the spell. It's gone. It's gone. My brain's gone. It's going to be a Scorch. No, not Scorch. That's going to be a... I forgot the spell. No. Warp Lightning. God damn it. God damn it, logic. On the right here, we are going to see Blackout Corsairs trying to charge in. They don't have any shields, so they are going to get ripped apart here by the Teeth Breakers. I think that is the end of days. I don't see anything here. Has Zarkin been popped? Zarkin, yeah, Zarkin has been popped. Zarkin needs to come after this caster. Like, this caster has just lived for way too long. Like, we had so many Manticore summons. Like, the fact that this caster is still alive is honestly, I don't know how he's still alive, to be quite honest. Man, it's going to hit him. He's certainly going to hit him. The Gracier is going to be down to 1 health. And he has 14 leadership. I have no idea how this is the case. How? I have no idea. That should not be the case. That should not be the case. And there we go. He falls. 14 leadership on 1 health. What is going on? Anyway, in the middle, Zarkin now needs to come fight up against the Hellbit Abomination. Like, 100%. Like, there's nothing else for him to fight here. Skaven are now starting to fall. We do lose the Lord. We've run out of ammunition here coming in for the Avalanche Mortars. This has been a bit of a interesting game from Cordochar, but he's certainly pulling it back here. Now we're going to put some pressure on the Avalanche Mortars. We could certainly terrify this, for sure. We're going to do some nice work here. Teeth Breakers are going to fall. We do have the Manticore in as well. Manticore's going to be doing some nice work here. And there we go. Lovely damage in the middle here coming in from Zarkin. It's going to be the Reaper of Souls doing some fantastic damage. Manticore is in. Fighting here against the Hellpit Abomination. Oh dear. That's not very good. Malus Darkblade has been caught here now by the Council Guard Storm Vermin. Yeah, that was not a good one. That was not a good one. It's like he's going to get explosion. Can he get out? Can he get out? Can he get out, please? Come on, Zarkin, you can do this. I believe in you. I think that might have, sadly, Blackout Corsairs. We can see some Dark Riders just kind of in the back, just chilling. Certainly want to be getting these involved. There's definitely units around here that need to be utilized that just are kind of suffering right now. We can see in the middle the Assassin is going to break. And I believe that's going to be armor losses for the Dark Elves. Oh, I thought he had it there in the end. I thought he had it. Konnichiwa, what happened? No! Oh. 1 health and not shattered. Leadership is merely exactly, Bowmore. Exactly. Leadership is just a concept for the Skaven. It's just he's just cackling on his bell while all of his Skaven around him are just like dying in droves. It's just thousands of Skaven bodies everywhere. He's like, it's like a normal day. It's just a normal. What day is it today? Actually, it's Saturday. Yeah, it's a normal Saturday. It's just a normal Saturday. Just thousands upon thousands of Skaven falling in front of him. Manticore's terrifying him left, right, and centre. Zarkin literally on his backside. Yeah, looks fine to me. I was born in chaos, molded by it. Alright, we are going to see 926 here for Malus Darkblade, 68 there for the Sorceress of Beast. So we've got 450, 14 with 212, 600 as well for the Blackout Corsairs. Yeah, nice units there indeed. 671 there, considering they were shooting into the Council Guard Storm Vermin. That's a little bit on the low side. But 71, 107, 104, sorry, there for the Dark Riders. 1,000 with 171 and 740 for the Repeater Crossbows. 250, 230, 350 there for the Manticores, with 406 there for the Quoted Cane. A little bit of a micro mistake there. I think a bit of a new player mistake coming in from the Skyforce. Keeping these really close together, like, for example, having them close enough in that 40-meter radius that you can get them netted was a bit of a shame. Having 1 Manticore netted was fine, but we needed to shut down. Look at this in the end, 1.7k and 1,160. Teeth Breakers and the Globideers here, the Avalanche Mortars, needed to be shut down a lot quicker. Like, a lot quicker. They are just like the winning force here. And then the second focus needed to be on the Council Guard and the Hell Pit. Once you take down these 4 models, that's game over. I don't care how many Rat Ogres you've got, you're not winning this. Yeah, 2,922 for the Hell Pit. Oh, very strong. 1,300 for the Council Guard Storm Vermin. Yeah, very good. And 1,000 there for the Great Seer. 1,100 for the Assassin. The Assassin's just 1 unit on foot as well. I think maybe I just would have ignored it. Maybe just fought some Blackout Corsairs against it or something. I probably just would have left it alone and then just used my Manticores to kind of bully the rest of the force. Just cause terror routes here in the middle up against their nice range tools. That's probably where I would have gone with that. And then have the Dark Riders just kind of poking in the back. I certainly just would have brought as many Dark Riders as I could. Some Harpies, Manticores, just really get in there and just shove all my Vanguard down the throat of the Skaven and gone, right, deal with this. Whilst I slowly butcher apart your front line here with my Blackout Corsairs. Yeah, but very good otherwise, very good. 750, 350 there for the Rat Ogres. Yeah, 130, 500, 500. 130 for the Clamrat Spears. Damn, 160, nice stuff. 96, 11, 77, 71. Yeah. Yeah, very good from Valkanos. Very good, very good. Very good. All right. Nice to see Hellpits being used and doing well. Yeah, Hellpits can be very good. I do like the Regiment Renown one. The Regiment Renown one's very strong, indeed. Nice, maybe I can find a vid of it later. Bells are less balanced than slants. Bells are very good, but don't forget, when you do use the bell, it does cause damage. Graciers on Bell have same leadership as Tyrion. Yeah, they're very strong. Tyrion also gets added leadership when the game does go though. I've seen Tyrion go up to like 120 leadership before. Like he can just have some absurd leadership when he's winning in combat, which is like 99% of the time, because he's so goddamn good. Tyrion is actually, I think, the answer to a lot of matchups that I think just a lot of people don't bring for the High Elves. High Elves actually just does super well in certain matchups. Just so well. So well. It's so nice to see. GG's well played, gents. I think here we are going to be moving on to the final, which will be here with Ellis Nevermore going up against the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. RTK Valkanos. Or Valkanos. With the Noz. I do apologise, Mr. Colin Sharp, that you are taking on the spot. So I'm just gonna boot you. But thank you very much for playing today, my friend. It was really nice to see you here in the final. You've been jumping also leaps and bounds here in the community. But of course, we do have a bit of a veteran here in the Bronze and Silver today with Mr. Valkanos. So, you know, all veterans do, in my experience, especially when it comes to games like this on live stream, when it comes down to a little bit more nerves as well, certainly do pull it out when it is necessary. So, first game is going to be Oakenhammer. So we'll certainly bring the big hammer in. Yeah, very nice, well-balanced map, I think. Yeah, I think it's a seriously nice map. Let's have a look here. What you guys saying? Hey, how we doing, Tree? We've got Mr. Tree Tone in the chat. Metal, yeah, 2 or 3 bolts are the way to go here. Well, they certainly can be. They certainly can be. But, of course, don't forget, bolt throws get very comfortably countered here by Natty Bobo sharpshooters. They'll certainly clear them out very, very quickly. So, bolts, not always the action. This is totally lore accurate. What I said about Tyrion literally butchering everything. Yeah, I think when he went on when he grabbed the sword of Cain, he like killed Orion or something absurd. I think he killed Orion, who's like literally a god. I think at this point. I think at this point in the end days of Warhammer, he kills Orion. Who else does he kill? Of note, shall we say? He fights and beats Imric, I'm pretty sure. Or does Imric fight alongside him? I can't remember. Oh, no. No, he fights and beats Imric, but Imric damages his armor with his big lance. Yep. Because then Tyrion dies to the Shadow King, I'm pretty sure. 2 bell is illegal, no? Double bell is illegal, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Double bell is illegal, I'm pretty sure. Alright, welcome to the final, gents. Alright, let me put my phone on charge. It's certainly dying over here on the side. Oh no, that's gone well. Give me 10 seconds. Sorry, I've been pinged in something here. Aha! Right, okay. Do apologise, I had some pings. Give me just 10 seconds whilst I quickly put my phone on charge. Bell doesn't, Furnace does. Yeah, one of them does damage over time, right? One of them has the Has the damage wise engaged in melee combat? Yep, my phone flat died. Alright, we're back. It's pretty much what most of the hero bells pay for, I'm pretty sure. I think the hero bell is actually more expensive. It's a more expensive mount than the Lord bell, I'm pretty sure. I think the Lord bell is 800 and the hero bell is 900. Of course, you don't get Unholy Clamour, I think. I think that's the trade-off. There's two trade-offs I can never remember. Skaven is not a hugely played faction by me. Okay, so I'll pick Skaven and Greenskins. And so it's going to be Beastmen, and we're going to be getting a counter with the Greenskins. Now, from my experience playing this matchup, this is pretty Beastmen favoured. There are ways you can do it as the Greenskins that I have certainly learned in the most recent times. But yeah, no, it should be interesting, this one. Right, let's update the scorecard. But very well played to Call HR, an absolute champion here in the current scene of the multiplayer. Yeah, very strong player that's definitely up and coming. One that you guys certainly should watch out for. He has joined the ranks of RTK now fully, I believe. And we're certainly going to be seeing some big stuff coming from him in the near future. So keep an eye out for this gentleman. He will be performing very strong, I'm sure of it. Certainly look out for him in Warhammer 3. So we're going to be in the final. It's going to be Mr. Nevermore from LS going up against Mr. RTK Valkanos. They'll be starting here on WARHAMMER. Beastmen up against the Greenskins. Yeah, pretty flat map, pretty open. Pardon me, pretty open. Now, there's several things you can do. You've got to be careful here of the cavalry, of the Beastmen. They will rip apart the forces there of the Greenskins pretty quickly, even with Black Orcs. They'll do some lovely, great work there. Let me just double check something quickly. Just double check if there's any changes for the Beastmen here for the selection choice of the army. It looks like that's not going to be the case. No, it looks like I'm pretty good there. Yeah. Sweet. My phone is on a whopping 3%. Yeah. There we go. My phone is back online now. Okay, we're all good, ready to rumble. We're all ready to rumble. So, ladies and gentlemen. So, who are we supporting? Are we here for Mr. RTK Valkanos? Or are we here for Mr. LS Nevermore? Alright, Valkanos is ready. Yeah, do let me know who you're going to be supporting today. Let's get some early support here from Valkanos. I love the count, but I have to support my boy Never. Of course, you got to support the Nevermore. I'm pretty sure you went up against Nevermore last season, isn't that right, Hank? I'm pretty sure. You can have GS Bell plus Furnace. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can have Hero and Lord Bell. But I'm pretty sure you can't have 2 Hero Bells. Is that correct, Mr. Beaumont? I believe. Hey, Mason, how we doing? Isn't Ice Power in RTK? Ice Power is not in RTK, Mr. Mason. He is part of the Extreme Meme team. How we doing, Mr. Mason? Looks like it's going to be your first time here. How are you doing, my friend? Don't know if I know you, Mason, by maybe another name in Discord or something. We got Mr. Killing Smalls coming in with the Valkanos supports. Mr. RTK Smalls. Where are you, my friend? Why aren't you playing in today's events? I don't think I've seen you around today. Smalls, Mr. RTK himself. Biggest cheerleader there is. Ice in XMT. Yes, that's correct, Mr. Crow Metal. Yes. Here's an extreme memer of the Dark Elf variety. Alright, so here we go. We're going to be on the Okadam. A little bit of a raised kind of a centre here. Nothing really too much to write home about, but it's going to be, you know, a good level of raise. Nothing too much. A couple of stones here as well. A little bit, some tree lines here in either corner, but, you know, nothing really too much. Some rocks here and there, but, you know, you're not really going to work off too much here to the Greenskins and the Beastmen. I wouldn't have thought. Maybe the odd cycle or two, but nothing too much otherwise. So in the front, we are going to be having the Forest Goblin Spider Riders, mixing in with the Double Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. Here as well, for a bit of tank, we are going to be having the Double Boar Boys. So, yeah, some pretty good chunkers there in the middle. Double Spider Rider Archers there with the Poison Spears. With the Savage Orc Biggins here in the middle. We are going to have Gobbos, alongside here the Giant River Troll Hag for Valkanos, here with Spirit Leech, as well as Overwhelming Odor and Mither. With also the Orc Shaman here with Edbutt, Brainbuster, Power of Dewar, and Grown the Paunch here with Lucky Banner, Greatness here, as well as Language of Du Bois. Regeneration as well, obviously going to make him super tanky with 100 armor. So I imagine we are going to see the big Turoks. Yes, we are. I can already see those axes from away. Ungor Spearman here, mixing with Gore Herds with shields in the front, and of course Turoks, the Brass Bull. Here today, look at the big boy. Oh my god, he's such a cool unit, man. He is so goddamn cool. 5 damage, 500 armor piercing weapon strength, as well as the brass body, Slaughter's Call, and Blood Greed. Super strong. In the back, Butchers of Kalkengard. A really cool unit here. The shield variety, Silver Shields. Very strong with 110 armor piercing weapon strength. Blood Greed, as well as Regeneration, and that Terror coming in the background. In Sky, Double Pharaoh Manticores, alongside here the Bray Shaman of Wild. The big bad boy here with Traitor Gim. Also going to be here with Razor Piggies. So we are going to bring the Bacon with armor piercing. In the back, we are going to be having the Jabber Scythe here with the Aura of Madness, as well as the Spurting Bile Blood, which is going to be very strong there, imbuing poison, and then a nice Vortex spell around itself. Was very strong indeed. Double Chaos Warhounds in the front, one being poisoned, one being not, and absolutely no cycles here today. Sorry, cycles? Centigores. Very interested to see no Centaur play. Now, I'm a little bit sad we're not going to be seeing the Destroyer to Drakwold, not only because Drakwold is a really, really cool place, and it's actually where a lot of the Beastman action happens against Boris Tonbringer. But actually, it's going to be the most part just because they're a really, really strong unit. I kind of like them. You know, I think they get like 17 extra melee defense, poison, you name it. They have all the good extra stats. Greenskins coming forward. Going to be the same here for Beastmen. Not too sure who has the count here on the early stage. I think there's a lot of tools to take out the big Jabber Scythe. Only has 60 armor. No regeneration either, so you've got to be careful there. Turoks will absolutely butcher the big boy in the back here, calling the Paunch, and also get on top of the River Troll Hag as well. 54 speed there, and I think it's 64 there for Turoks. Yeah, 64 indeed. Very strong, but Mither could protect herself, etc. But the Butchers of Kalkengard are coming forward, 62 speed for them. I don't know why they're a little bit slower than Turoks. They should be 64, they're pretty much the same thing, right? But yeah, here in the middle, we are going to see the Spider Riders shooting up against the Ungor Spearheads with shields. So it's like here, I think I wouldn't actually mind just seeing them kind of push out in this direction, just kind of push away the Spider Riders. But more Spider Riders come in the back, maybe they'll get a bit of poke here up against the Bacon. The Bacon does have 45 armor, great armor piercing as well, so it should be able to thump apart the Spider Riders if given the chance. Looks like here we are going to get the big Jab Scythe, the big clumberous monster here, going forward, smashing it into the Goblins, I hope. Looks like here we go, big slam. Boom, look at that, straight through the middle line, blood absolutely everywhere. Goblins down to 97 models already from one Jabber Scythe attack, so goddamn good. In against the Savage Orcs. So I'm hungry recharging here with Grom. Coming in for the River Troll Hag as well, the Dreaded Meat Sack could come in to slam up against the Jabber Scythe. Jabba Scythe is so difficult to pin apart, but it is going to be Spirit Age and a Mither, maybe? Because it is in a really bad position here. Manticore's going after the Giant River Troll, but we are going to be leaving the Jabba Scythe here kind of on its own, and it might get butchered if you're not careful. Spears here, as well as the Warhammer Poison, is going to be shutting down the Spider Riders. Orc Boys are in as well, getting shot in behind here as well from the double. Well, actually, it's going to be Spider Rider and one Wolf Rider going over the top, doing the good armor-piercing damage. Chaos Warhounds do have 50% missile resistance, so something to take into consideration. But over here, a Traitorkin certainly could be popped. Look at the triple threat here going after the River Hag. She's going to shatter. That is going to be the end of days for her. And that is a really nice snipe here coming in for the Beastmen. Where is Torox? The Brass Ball. In the middle, the Razor Pigs, the Bacon going pretty strong here, doing quite nicely here up against the Orc Boys. Kind of mixing and matching here with the Goreherds. Goreherds are going to fall under the big pressure here of the boys. The Fungus going to be doing the good stuff. Manticores don't need to chase, but they certainly come in and thump here. Where is going to be... Oh, he's in the middle! No, this could be the end of days. No, could we get big Torox in? If Torox gets in... Oh, yes, look at the combat headbutt. Combat roll with the juicy headbutt. And I think this is the end here for Valkanos. I think he's kind of met his match here in the middle. As like here, it is going to be... Oh, yes, nice dodge there with the... How are the Razor Piggies not back yet? They've got lots of leadership. 26 there. They should return, I would have thought. Here we go. Unfortunately here, Grom the Paunch has gone. He will be getting chased here by literally everything. We're going to be throwing the absolute kitchen sink here at Grom the Paunch. And yeah, he's going to get chased. Manticores are in pursuit. He is 84 speed. Manticores should be able to catch. He will more than likely return here. Manticores need to go. If they don't and he comes back, it's big trouble. We kind of need to watch this as Valkanos. -9 leadership. -13. Looking pretty bad. Traitorkin is going to get popped. That is probably going to be overcast there, I imagine. And it's going to be an overcast Traitorkin as we are going to be slamming into the backside of the Brave Shaman as well. But that is going to catch a lot here in the middle pocket. Spider Rider is going strong. We're going to see the Savage Orcs in the back as well. If he does go off, that's going to be -16 leadership. And that is going to be a huge problem here coming in for the Beastmen. He returns! The man, the myth, the legend is going to be here in the back. I think the regeneration saves him. Look how close. That is about a meter or two away there from the line. But is it going to be enough? It's going to be the dreaded rear charge. Oh, no. That is a see you later, mate. We'll be seeing you soon, Grom the Paunch. We'll be seeing you soon. If we actually kill him, that's going to be huge. Nope, he's going to reverse and get himself out of it. I've never actually seen a chariot model reverse. What was that? Alright, so he's going to reverse his way out of there. He's, yeah, he's been going to drive in school. And he's been learning how to get in and out of situations. I wonder how his three-point parking is. Anyway, in the middle, we are going to have Talks to Brass Ball. Yeah, super healthy. This bad boy at 130 armor, 5,200 health. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? He's just a man of complete and utter brass. Like, there's nothing you can do here. You don't have anything AP. Bull Boys, maybe. But they're going to get slammed so hard by the big boy. And also the Bacon is also going to come in and do some pretty nice damage. So he is going to be here on top of a nice hog. But is he going to be able to get away here from the Manticore pressure? Now, Manticore's coming head on is normally much better. But it's okay, they are going to get a miss. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty big miss. Oh, nice charge. That charge there, lunging at least half the map to catch after the Orc Shaman. There is no place you can go, I'm afraid, Mr. Orc Shaman. You will be caught. There is no place you can hide. You can run. You can run, boy. But you can't hide. In the back here, the never-ending Brave Shaman. The man, the myth, the Traitorkin legend is going to come in and do some nice butchery yet again. That Traitorkin certainly will absolutely decimate some of the Goblin Riders, etc. In the middle here, I think you just do the good old terror route. It's going to be -10 at this point, I think. Yeah, you can see Shaken, Lord fled. Yeah, you can see, oh, still -16. It will drop down. I think it actually drops down to 8 if he fled, but drops down to 10 if he dies. So yeah, you can see very tired, -74. It's going to be the end of the days there for the Jabba side. It's 3 leaderships. It might return 54 health on 3 leadership. Really? Today's been a weird one. Today has been a weird one. And it returns on 54 health. And then drops immediately to -28. To -31. I have no idea. I have no idea. No idea. I don't ask these questions. I just cast. But here we go. We have Manticores going in up against these Saboteur Biggins. The doubles here are going to be going. They do have good bonus versus large, anti-large as well. Frenzy, but that's not going to be too handy at this moment as they're going to be below 50% leadership. Physical resistance can be quite helping, but of course, with combat rolls like that, it doesn't matter what sort of physical resistance you have, you will meet your kind of never-ending doom. In the back, it's going to be shattering everywhere. I have no idea how balance of power is like this, but I think certainly here, this is definitely going to be favouring the Beastmen. There's absolutely no way you pull apart Torox, I think, here at this moment. It's maybe cute that the Orc Shaman might be able to. 310 weapon strength. He does have 70 charge bonus. I mean, there's no reason with a couple of bonks you can't do some good stuff. But we do have the Bacon in here, and the Bacon can certainly do some good entrapment. They have very, very good maths. They can do all the good stuff. Warhounds as well are just notoriously really painful to deal with. They're going to be charging off here up against these Spider Riders. Can we get in here with the Orc Ball boys and maybe try and do some good work? Or are we going to let it go here with Valkanos? Faster and Stronger should come through, actually, here, if you're not careful. Flanks exposed. They are going to be charging, so they do get that plus 15 leadership. Charging is also a bit of a broken mechanic there for... no, there we go. We are going to lose that charging. Warhounds are going to be chasing off. Nice stuff here coming in from Nevermore. Putting in a very, very good game here right now. Especially up against a very top contender here in Valkanos. Over here in the middle, it's going to be Manticore chasing after and terrifying the Goblin Warfighter Archers. Chase those off, please. That would be very kind. Help them there towards the edge of the map. And there we go. The Brave Shaman does break, and he is going to shatter. That's going to be end of days to him. And it looks like he's going to be joined here by the Bacon. The Bacon is also going to be going and having enough. Spider Riders are going to be running away here from Torok's Brass Ball, and can you blame them? I don't think so. We do actually shatter here with the Orc Ball Ball Boys. They've also had enough. Balance of Power is still apparently even. So we do break the Doggos, but we are going to get a rear charge here on the Spider Riders. Spider Riders actually perform extremely well in melee combat. You have to be careful. Spider Riders, especially the Spears, the Spider Rider Archers not so much. But we are going to see a rear charge. Torox here is going to be just kind of fighting one in the background and kind of left his walls to die. But no mistake there by Nevermore. That's kind of a bit of a mistake there in the unfortunate coding. That is going to be probably a break there as well, I would have thought. Yeah, -8. That should be those going off the edge of the map. Spider Riders are going to break in the wrong direction. Because Torox is here, they are going to break away from him. But then they should break towards the edge of the map. But they don't always do that. It's like here's going to be -5 leadership. It's going to be difficult to see if these come back or not. Balance power just about tipping here in the Beastmen favour. Not huge. Not huge. He's got to be on this Brave Shaman. It's got to be. Does the game really think that the Savage Orcs can beat up Torox? Maybe? I don't know. What sort of stats we got here? We do have 38 melee attack here for the Orc Shaman. I guess it's possible. I guess it's possible. Spider Riders returning. The rest of this is going to shatter. Spider Riders did go off the edge of the map. We are going to get a return here of Nevermore and the exhausted Ferro Manticore. I would not mind seeing this Manticore just kind of flying around and maybe just trying to see if it can regain some of its vigor, because then you could definitely get some leadership back. But we are going to be fighting. We do actually break here with the Savage Orcs. We are going to charge in. Lovely charge there coming from Valkanos. Experience definitely showing there. But boom! Combat roll straight to the face there of the Orc Shaman, and he felt that. Big boy is all down to half health now. He's going to be getting absolutely buttered right here in the middle. He's not having a good time. Spider Riders are going to be pushing into dumpstering here on Torox. He's just got a turn when we come in with the Orc Shaman. I think the Orc Shaman here could be... is he going to be able to recharge? He now has to... Yeah, now we can see the turn of fight. He's going to turn. He just charge, and there we go. Oh my god, that is so good. That is so painful to watch. Torox with the brass body is now going to be fighting up against the Orc Shaman. There we go. Now balance of power is starting to tilt into the Beastmen favour. What you can see there is the ginormous mass of Torox the Brass Ball, even on the charge with the Orc Shaman. He even pushed back the Orc Shaman with his own charge there with the combat roll. The combat roll is so powerful. It's such a powerful mechanic here for a man that has 130 armor. Imagine that, a massive brass ball just combat rolling into your face. Like, I can't comprehend what that level of butchery would definitely scare me. Fear is certainly going to play a part here. No immune to psychology, so it's going to be a -8 leadership around. Combat rolls, losing in combat, damage sustained as well. It's going to be huge. Orc Shaman kind of gets caught in his own troops. And I think that could be a drastic mistake. It looks like he's not going to be able to get away with that. If Torox gets close enough, no, it looks like he got away. He got away this time. You got away this time, Mr. Orc Shaman. But he will be around for dessert, I'm sure. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's going to be charging in. There's a little bit of an opening here. Torox is in. Boom. We do get the hit. Sadly, no damage. We do have some pretty good melee defense. He does actually miss there on the Orc Shaman. Can the Orc Shaman get in? Head to head. Boom. There we go. There's a nice hit. Nice hit. Nice hit. Torox here, 3,500. 1,200 there for the Orc Shaman. He's going to be wavering. And yeah, he butts him from behind with his staff. What was that? But yeah, he gets thumped from behind by a big flaming axe. And yeah, that's going to be the end. God damn it. Balance of Power has taken the day off for Beast, of favouring Beast. I know. Do you know what it is? I actually recognise why I think it might be. Because I know they get a lot of Balance of Power there from their Fury ability, from their like immune to psychology stuff. But I'd actually wonder. Actually, there's nothing there that has. What's the Perfect Vigor stat? It's the Perfect Vigor stat that normally does it, right? It's the one that gives Perfect Vigor and added leadership. That one normally comes in huge for the Beastmen. Normally tips above the edge from the extra ability. Those two abilities normally kind of pile over there if you add it onto like Centicores and stuff. But yeah, it looks like it took a day off, I guess. But yeah, 2,300 for Torx the Brass Ball with the big brass carry. The brass chair came in and did all the good stuff, really. You know, WWE style, just kind of combat rolling, dumpstering, slamming, you name it. You know, there was all kind of ropes involved, and you know, he takes the belt. He takes the belt for sure. 116 there for the Brave Shaman with 1,000 damage value. You know, those Traitorkins certainly do some work over time. 580, yeah, very good there. And you can see when the heroes really perform, you see the infantry just exponentially just grows and butchers a lot of stuff. You can see here 580, 107, 28. They've got 144, 260, and 320. Like, sometimes I've seen when the Beastmen just dominate, you see their front line of even just Ungol Spearmen getting in like the 500s, like high 400s, low 500 ranges, and they just perform super well. 305 for the Chaos Warhounds with 390. Nice stuff there towards the end. Having the added mobility is so goddamn good. So the Bacon coming in at 480 and 440. With 1,000 and 1,150 for the Ferromanticores, with 1,000 there for the Butchers of Kalkengard. Very nice unit indeed, 62 kills. 66 or 1.4k there for the Jabberscythe. Nice distraction in the beginning, kind of pulling over Grom the Paunch just to be sniped up against the Withdraw Hag. And it was really nice place from Nevermore. He used the double Manticore as well as the Butchers of Kalkengard, and Torox just ripped apart the giant Withdraw Hag, then went after Grom, and then, you know, in the end, the Orc Shaman was, you know, he thought he had it. Balance of Power thought it was in his favour, and yeah, he was cackling in the back, and then he took one of the nice big axes to the face there from Torox, and yeah, he knew his fate. He knew his fate. But we can see there, 860 there from Grom the Paunch, 812 from the Orc Shaman, with 237 there for the Giant Withdraw Hag. Now, one thing we do have here for Torox, big winnings of him is magic damage. Spirit Leeching with the Giant Withdraw Hag out the gate probably wouldn't have been a bad idea. Yeah, definitely getting the good old Spirit Leech in there early doors, even just overcasting it, so we just get as many Spirit Leeches in as possible to take down Torox as quickly as we can. Certainly might have been the play for sure. 170, 233 there for the Gobbos, with 400 there for the Orc Boars. I always call them Orc Boars, Orc Boys. 1,740, very good there from the Savage Orc, Biggins. With 1,200, 1,200, 1,400. God damn, what a performance from these boys. What an absolute performance. Really well played. Really well played. 200, 220 as well there from the Spider Riders. 430, 350 as well. 311, 350 with 150 and 482. Oh my god, this is a performance. I'm actually really shocked. 96, 95, 22, 32. Yeah, goddamn. Maybe they're just fighting up against the Butchers of Kalkengard, and maybe they're just ripping apart the Manticores or something. Or maybe they're getting into the good old Bacon. I don't know, but they got some good value. Very good value. Yeah, very shocked about that. Very good stuff. Very good stuff indeed. Yeah, really nice game. Really nice game. GG well played. GG's well played. So the map here is going to be a Stylian Tomb. Gotta love the guy. Torox. How did I mess that up? Charging Torox is seriously dangerous to your health. I know, man, I know. You got 130 armor, just literally throwing a headbutt your direction. It's pretty mean, right? It's pretty mean. Alright, so looks like we've got some huge support here for Valkanos. Like to see that. But of course here, Nevermore, of course, getting promoted from the Short Bid League. He certainly had some good experience here in best of threes. And he's had some good tournament play as well. Tournament play experience there coming in from the Short Bid League. And he's been playing very well with LS. They've been growing nicely together. A nice competitive clan so far. So nice to see that these boys are certainly pushing up the ranks. And Valkanos certainly making a return. I haven't seen him in too many other tournaments. So it's nice to see him coming in and playing. Certainly a veteran of old. And a very nice caster as well. You know, so do feel free to go check him out. Yeah, really nice dude. Really nice dude there from the RTK ranks. And yeah, as well from my side, guys, if you are enjoying it, welcome today. I can see a lot of you here. Certainly a bunch of brand new faces as well. If you are enjoying all of this content, please do feel free to smash that subscribe button. It really does help. We just hit 1,000, so of course, yeah, I just did get monetized on YouTube. So thank you so much for all of your amazing support. There's going to be content like this all the time coming on YouTube. As of recently, there's been a lot going on here with, of course, Warhammer 3 coming out and a bunch of other stuff as well, tying over the end of Warhammer 2. I will be having some nice live streams coming forward in the future. We should have the finale of Battlemania, which will be the end here of the Warhammer 2 side. So it's basically my competitive tournament. The winner there of Battlemania actually gets a copy of Warhammer 3 from me. So we've got our 8 players ready to go. That will be happening next Friday. And then we have a bunch of other stuff here as well for the RCL. Which will be happening, more bronze and silver tournaments and stuff like that. So there'll be lots of tournaments. Next week I will be hosting, also will be hosting my, what's it called? Sorry, I have to remember here. My sub-faction tournament. Sorry, my head went blank there. Yeah, so we'll be hosting that next week. That was incredible. Yes, Michael. It was awesome, right? It was really, really awesome. Really, really awesome. And for those that are new here as well, so anybody that is maybe watching today that thinks, oh, I'm brand new here to the league. I would love to get in. Sorry, I'm brand new here to the league. I'm brand new here to the multiplayer scene. I'd love to get in and play some leagues and some tournaments and get involved a little bit more. I actually host my own league and tournament, which is called the Shortbeard League, which is designed for brand new players, specifically brand new players. So you guys come in, you get tested by myself or my admin team. And so we have some guys, which are the managers of the Shortbeard, and then we have the actual admins of the Discord and YouTube and Twitch. You play against one of them or me, and then we basically rank you on our system. We have like 5 leagues, which is Ironbreakers, Peakgate Guard, which is the second league. Third league is going to be the Grumbling Guard, the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, and then the Urkra Miners. So basically the tiers go in with the Dwarven Infantry for the Regiments of Renown. And then you kind of work your way up to the Ironbreakers, and if you win the Ironbreakers, you then get promoted into being a Longbeard, essentially, which basically means you've been promoted from that and you kind of join the wider community. But essentially, what it means is that you play up against other brand new players of your level, and then you practice your best of 3s there, so you try and widen your faction pool, and then you play in the tournaments at the end of every season, and then it's a nice way that you can ensure that you don't play the top players in the community. You can guarantee you're going to be playing players of your rough skill level, which is quite nice. No sub-factions in Warhammer 3. What race will benefit the most? There will be sub-factions in Warhammer 3. There will be sub-factions. Yeah, there will be sub-factions. I'm almost sure Kislev will have sub-faction. So will Cathay. Cathay will have sub-factions for sure. Ogres, I don't know. I don't know about I don't know too much, but I'm pretty sure there will be sub-factions. Not many, but there will be some, I'm sure of it. Nice, thank you very much, Bonwell. Yeah, there's going to be a link there to the old channel there of Valkanos, so you can go check that out. And feel free as well, Bonwell, to chat one in from Enticity, as well as for the league, mate. For those that don't know, this of course is going to be part of Ent's ladder, and Ent's he's an absolutely wonderful person. He throws up these events, put monies on the events as well, and myself and Human Boy and a few other amazing casters kind of that host these events that you guys can. Enjoy playing the league, get some good experience there. And it's nice competitive that has rules and helps you play, gives you the maps. They're going to be a little bit more competitive and a little bit more fun there than just quick battles. I feel like on quick battles, just the... I still think it's pretty good. I still think the fact that you can use unit caps and stuff. Unit caps is not all that balanced, sadly. But, you can certainly use better rules to make the games fairer with actually better maps. So some of the maps on quick battles aren't all that great, but you can certainly have, you can have some nice, good multiplayer experiences here on Ent's Ladder. And, he does his own tool tips and stuff like that. So if you guys want to learn how to use magic a bit better and all those kind of cool things, he does like some really cool guides of like what Burning Head does. And I've certainly seen some cool videos that he has done, like, what does Soul Stealer do and all these kind of things. So, do feel free to go check out his content, and, it can certainly help you improve in maybe one or two aspects of your game for sure. Yeah, I would agree there with Hank, KV. I would say sub-factions aren't relevant. In the kind of multiplayer that we play here, is going to be you use the main faction, because then that kind of clouds what lord you're going to bring. So, for example, if you bring a sub-faction, you can only bring that legendary lord for that sub-faction, or you just bring the regular base lords. Whilst here, if you go Dark Elves, you can bring any of the Dark Elf lords. So that can be Malekith, that can be Malice Darkblade, bring anybody. And I won't know. So it stops me from knowing who you're going to bring. That's why we use the main faction. But of course, there are some sub-factions that do bring in extra units. Of course, so if you come in, say, with Nagaraith, they do actually have these Shadow Walkers, which are really, really strong. But of course, if you go Nagaraith, most experienced Warhammer multiplayers will know that you're bringing Nagaraith to bring Shadow Walkers. So, yeah, there's that as well. If you want to join the Ent Ladder events, like the RLC tournament today. Yeah, there's the Discord as well. Yeah, and of course do check out Human Boy. He did do the gold and above, so that'd be all the top players in the community there playing for the big grand prize. And I believe this goes on. Is it a 2-weekly basis, Mr. Bowmore? I believe. If some factions had more variety, they'd be amazing. But in the current system, they kind of suck. Yeah, the other thing as well is with those sub-factions, you kind of know what's going to come. Like, for example, if anybody brings a sub-faction against me, I would say 99 out of 100 times, I know what you're bringing. Or I know why you're going with that sub-faction. I know what your objective is going to be. Whereas if you go with the overarching element of the main faction, you know, you can cloud everything. You can cloud everything. Or use mind games and not bring them. This is true, Mr. Hanksaurus. I did actually cast one of those once, where someone did bring Nagaroth and actually didn't bring Shadow Walkers. I believe that was the legendary Mr. Stormrunner, actually. The absolute Chadicus himself. Alright, so we're going to be here on Astilian Tomb. So we are going to get the dreaded strike 1-0 here for the big man himself. Nevermore going to be striking up against the legendary man with Mr. Valkanos. TKs will be able to use Arcan units without being forced to go Arcan. Yeah, I think, you know, I think one of the sub factions with like bringing Arcan, I'm like, yeah, fine, I'm going to bring dogs, but dogs actually are super useful, 100%. So here for the Bony Boys, we are going to be having here Nekahara Horsemen, 1 on either flank. We are going to be having a bunch of Skeleton Warriors, Tomb Guard in the middle as well. So some of the elite warriors here of the Nekahara. We are going to have the Shumpty Great Bows in the middle, 255 range, 124 armor piercing, so pretty good stats there. And we're going to come in with the dreaded Skeleton Chariots. These things do the absolute butchery for sure. Screaming memes in the back, these things certainly yeet and do all the memey stuff they normally do, but they do have takeover. I think a lot of people do forget this. Negative 8 leadership there is pretty good. It's pretty good, especially when firing up against chaff. Can do some really nice stuff indeed. So it looks like here we are going to have a Tomb Prince in the back to protect up against Arcan the Black, and it's quite nice, comes in with physical resistance there with the Guardian, as well as the Curse of Jaff, which is going to be negative 24 melee attack, and Rampage, when this guy does drop below 50% HP. Anti-large armor piercing, silver shielded here with 70 armor, so pretty tanky there for the Tomb Kings, but of course here he will be having the bandages, so negative 25% there to fire weakness. So we will have the Tomb Blade of Arcan, the Staff and Gash, the Liber Mortis, as well as the Fate of Buna, Spirit Leech, and Might Will Be Done. Yeah, so pretty good stuff here. Yeah, Bony Boy's going pretty wide. Double Ubus. And yeah, pretty good stuff. So, for the dreaded Dark Elves, we are here going to be having Dread Spears. Mixing with Bleak Swords here in the front. We are going to have the double K-Knight Assassins. Very, very strong. We are going to be having Web of Shadow here at 1. And Web of Shadows and Assassin's Trophy on the other. Oh my god. Let's go. Okay, so Reaper Bolt Throws on either flank. And look at this gorgeous mother effer. Look at this guy. The Chill of Sontar. Let's go. Alright, Frost Breath attacks coming in with another takes its place. Regeneration and Terror. We are going to have Frostbite as well as bucket loads of AP here. 64 melee attack. God, so damn good. I know these things have leadership kind of bugs and glitches, but they are so damn cool, man. They are so damn cool. Now, winning my heart today. Valkanos coming in here with the Hellebron eyebrow as well. Look at these pink and golden men of the Druchi. Poison, anti-large, 52 melee defense. These boys certainly are the strongest of the strong. In the back here, we are going to be having the Cold One Knights as well, in with the blue and purple. They do actually look really gorgeous, actually. Some really nice designs in here for Dark Elves and High Elves for sure. In the sky, of course, Mama Marathi here is going to be leading with the Wand of Coridon, as well as Soul Stealer, Highland in the Dark Sword, Intelligent Booty, Great Arcane Conduit, and Life Leeching. I think Life Leeching, take it or leave it, but I think 9 times out of 10 I will take it if I can afford it. Oh, Chill of Sontar as well. Let's go. Let's go. And here as well, the K-Knight Assassins go up to 88 melee attack there with the Murderous Prowess. But they actually get Murderous Mastery, which gives them 2 minutes of, I believe, plus 25% melee attack. Yeah, the fact that it's a percent is absolute bonkers. It is absolutely ballistic, the fact they get plus 18 melee attack for 2 minutes. 2 minutes! And of course you pay for it, but it's absurdity. It's absolute absurdity. Maybe you could fix Murderous Martial Mastery with the High Elves. So I tried to add up these with High Elves. Sorry, I'm really tired. Alright, in the sky here, Screaming Memes are going to be eating forward here. They're going to be slamming into the flanks here of the Reaper Bolt Throwers. And that's going to be -8 as well, so losing currently, attacks by artillery, discourage, and damage sustained is going to be a huge amount of negatives there to leadership. So nice stuff, down to 34 here. So nice work there for the Screaming Memes. I believe 380 going up against 150. So the Shop are coming forward. They certainly want to get into a bit of a closer range here and start shooting up against the Reaper Bolt Throws. They will trade pretty efficiently, and ooh, this is a bit of a problem. This is a bit of a problem. This is about to be a juicy charge. Oh, baby, look at this. Collatting here on top. The Negahara Horsemen are in, butchering up against the Reaper Bolt Throws, and they are going to sweep both sides here. Oh my god, so much good work here. Valkanos is in, and Nevermore. Oh, it's Nevermore on the Dark Elves. My bad. Valkanos is coming in with the Tomb Kings. I do apologise. So actually, it's going to be Nevermore winning my heart. How did I ever doubt him? How did I ever doubt him? My bad. My bad. Alright, so I'm going to summon the Skeleton Warriors here. Moving into the back on the Hellebron Eye. They should be able to hold here. But here, collatting straight into the flanks of the Reaper Bolt Throws. That's going to be them down. Nice work from the Tomb King. A very good Tomb King player here certainly is going to be Valkanos. In the middle here, so we are going to get the Whatever Shadows. That is going to be a slow here on Archon. We are going to be shooting 800 points in weapon strength here with the K-Knight Assassins. A seriously cool unit. No, the Tomb Prince! Run! No, he's going to be getting hit here in the back. He's going to be getting shut down Assassin's Trophy as well. We are going to charge in here with Archon. We are going to get Spirit Leech down on one as well. If we can snipe, we can still do some nice stuff here with the K-Knight Assassin. 88 points in melee attack. So goddamn good. So goddamn good. Going to struggle on a little bit of weapon strength here. We are going to be getting, I think, the one of Corydon here on top of Archon. Boom, that's some big damage. Big boy's getting slammed here in the back. And the Tomb Prince, yeah, he's not bothered. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. He's not that bothered, really. And here we go. Marathi's in. Archon is trying to run here. Do we have anything for Archon to protect him? I really don't think so. In comes the Cold Ones as well. It could be a bit of a turnaround here in the backside. We are going to lose the Reaper Bolt Throwers. But we are going to take Archon out here for those troubles. In the back, that is going to be a Soul Stealer on the Ushopti there, which should be pretty nice. In the front, Tomb Guard are going to be taking down some of the Legion of Spears. In the back here, the Hellebron are going to be supporting up against the K-Knights. The Skeleton Warriors will fall to the might there of the Sword Legion of Infantry. That's quite often seen here. But in the back, we are going to get the return of the Reaper Bolt Throwers. Definitely don't want to see those coming back on the artillery pieces. So a bit of a mistake there coming in from Nevermore. And there we go. I believe the man did drop. Yes, it is. That is going to be the drop there of the Tomb Prince. Sorry, of the Tomb King Lord. In the back, the Tomb Prince, I saw the Tomb Prince, I started talking about the Tomb Prince. The Tomb Prince is going to be in the back. Oh, shot to the face there. 360 at close range from the Screaming Memes. But yeah, there we go. It looks like it's going to be a trade for trade. Nevermore is in the back. But the Tomb Prince is going to be in chase. I actually wouldn't mind seeing the Cold War Knights fighting. They have a bucketload of anti-large. They can overwhelm and certainly poke down the Tomb Prince. I think that's a little bit of an interesting fight going on over there. But coming over is going to be the K-Knight Assassin. They're going to be charging down up against the Shopti Great Bows. In comes Marathi, giving all those debuffs. And yeah, they're going to be doing the good stuff. Negative 10 melee defense, negative 20 melee attack. Yeah, they're not going to want to fight in combat for sure. Dark Elves are going to be gently taking the lead here. And the Chill of Santar is in. The big boy's going to be doing some butchery here up against the summon of the Ushopti. I think it's the summon. Yeah, it is going to be the summon here. You can see those blue auras going around them. Chill of Santar is such a cool unit. It's such a cool unit. And in the middle here, Skeleton Chariots, they're going to be up to 50 kills so far. What sort of damage value are we talking about here? So 530, nothing too huge. You know, they're certainly going to do some quite nice stuff here up against the mass infantry that is brought. In the middle, Great Bows down to 5 models. They are going to be getting a Soul Stealer on top as well. The Key-Knight should be the finisher here, and Marathi is now going to be darting around the force. So like here, we are going to get a second one of Corydon here going down on the Great Bows. We are going to be taking damage, negative 37. That should finish him off there with a shatter, I'm sure of it. No, looks like it's not going to do any sort of damage there in the back here. We are now going to be getting the Tomb Prince fighting here against the Rampaging Cold War Knights. I don't believe they get any bonuses for Rampaging. Oh, they do. They do. Plus 8 melee attack, 15% charge bonus. Okay, fair enough. Marathi now fighting here against the Tomb Prince. Here we go. Negative 30 on leadership. Balance power pulling into the Dark Elf Velva. And my god, Nevermore has come through with an absolutely huge win. He's played super well here in the middle. We can see regeneration, as well as another head takes its place here for the Chill of Santar. It's super, super awesome to see this big beastie coming in. Something you definitely never expect to see in this matchup. Marathi coming over. Don't think she could beat this many Nekahara horsemen, but she could support her Cold One Knights. K-Knight's a little bit over there in the distance. Certainly want to see him, you know, maybe getting over here. Not really watching too much here to kind of the views here of Astilian Tomb. What's my Marathi going to do? She's going to get a rear charge here on the Tomb Guard. giving all those negative stats as well. Really help out the Hellebroni Bro as they do fighting against the Tomb Guard. Tomb Guard have pretty good melee defense, but of course here you can see, look at those negative stats from Morathi, just so huge. And body slam coming in from the Chilla Sontar. Cares for no bony boy. He's going to be coming in doing the big stuff. Haven't seen too many breath attacks from him though. I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of a drop back and a breath attack down the Tomb Guard. That would be pretty tasty indeed. Over on the right is going to be 3 of the very brave men here. The Cold War Knights are going to be charging away here, and they're going to get kind of going to get aided here by the Nekahara Horsemen. All right, here in the middle is going to be a Soul Sealer on top here of the Tomb Guard. Morathi in the middle. And like here, is this a Web of Shadows? It is going to be a Web of Shadows. Oh, Web of Shadows are so disgusting. It's so goddamn good. And Nekahara are going to be falling. This is going to be the win here for the Dark Elves. Coming in super strong today. Nevermore has put on an absolute clinic. Absolute clinic here up against the Tomb Kings. And yeah, he's shown what can really be done here with some really, really great practice. I see him playing a lot here in Inticity's Ladder. Playing a lot in the Shortbeard League. And, you know, just in and around the scene all the time, playing in pretty much every single one of the tournaments I do host, whether it's going to be King of the Kills. No matter what, the man is there. The man is there, and he's been doing some good stuff. Come on, give us a breath attack. Give us a gorgeous breath attack. Do it. Give it to us. But Hellebroni Bro are going to be breaking Morathi's in the middle. There we go, down the line. Come on. I don't know if we saw it. Did we see it? It's ready to go. I don't think we're going to see it here. I don't think. Or maybe it glitched. But that's going to be our mid-losses. GG's and well played here to Nevermore, who's going to be the Bronze Silver Champion. Apologies as well for my casting today. My tongue is like really swollen and really, really sore. So I can't talk, swallow properly. Hence me doing all this. So I do apologise for that. I'm trying to talk and trying to cast and I can't say words properly. So I'm sorry for that. So 2,650 there for Morathi. We are going to have 1,150 and 600 for the K-Knight Assassin. Really nice work here between the 3. Web of Shadows, uber strong. Uber strong. Brilliant missile strength. It's not very accurate, but, you know, it's very, very strong. And 88 melee attack there in the middle. Just absolutely just carving its way through infantry. It is super fun to watch. Super fun to watch. 380, 330. With 300 there for the Bleach Swords. Dredge Spears coming in at 214, 74 as well. And here, 340 there for the Hellebroni Bro. 190 there for the Dark Shards. With 112, 122 there for the Dark Shards. 1,400 for the Cold Ones. And 1,700 for the Chill of Sontar. 57 and 330 there for the Reaper Bolt Throw units. Yeah, very nice stuff indeed. Hellebroni Bro and the Chill of Sontar. He bought that build with me in mind for sure. I know it. I know it. Arkan getting shut down really hard. It's so bad. It's so sad that the Tomb Kings don't really have any healing. In lore, I'm pretty sure Arkan would probably know how to do like Invocation and Heck or something like that. Maybe, or maybe it's just specific to vampires. Not really too sure, but I know he definitely worships a lot of stuff to do with vampires, etc. But 765 there for Arkan, with 900 there for the Tomb Prince. 270, 280 there for the Skeleton Warriors, and the Spearmen here coming in at 112. Tomb Guard, 612, 727, 550 as well for the Tomb Guard. 818, 787 for the Nekahara Horsemen. 550 and 400 there for the Skeleton Chariots. Not too sure where they fell. Maybe just a bit of pressure here from the Reaper Bolt Throwers, perhaps. But 1,400, 830 there for the Ushopti Great Bows, with 455 there for the Screaming Beam Catapults. So that's going to be the dubski there for the big man, the myth, the legend. That's going to be Nevermore taking the lead and taking the series. So really great stuff from him. So GG's one played to Nevermore and Clan LS. So if you guys don't know Clan LS, they are going to be the Lover Squad here, led by, I think it's a combination of Murphalurf and Contende. I think they do some sort of thing between them. So that's going to be just a nice, gorgeous clan here that's coming up in the scene and doing really, really well at the moment. So hopefully you guys can see a bit more of those guys and check them out in the times to come. GG, thanks for casting. Great tournament. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this today. Hope you guys really, really enjoyed this. Yeah, really, really awesome. Thank you very much for Mr. Bowmore and Enticity for allowing me to host such an amazing tournament. It was nice to see all of you guys playing. Yeah, GG's well played indeed. Pokemon looked like there was a random skelly touching it, so it counted as in. Oh, right. Oh, sorry, Pug. I didn't see that. That's hilarious, right? Use a breath attack. I can't. It's a skeleton. It's a skeleton thumping my side. That's crazy. I believe in lore, Arkan also knows lore of vampires. Yeah, I believe, like, I think in my mind, if I was to give Arkan sort of those laws of magic, he'd definitely have Invocation, he'd have a skeleton summon, for sure, so he'd have, like, Raise the Dead, Invocation from the Heck, and then probably, like, Gaze in the Gash, I would assume would be sensible, like, those three, and then you give him, like, Spirit Leech. What else would be sensible for him? Spirit Leech, Fate of Buna, and then maybe, like, Purple Sun of Zexorus. Or Aspects of the Dread Knight would also be sensible. Any of those four from the Death Magic, and then from the other side of things, maybe Dance Macabre would also be sensible for him. Yeah, any combination of those 8, I think, would be sensible for him. But of course, he'd be amazingly OP. He'd be amazingly OP for the Tomb Kings if that was the case. Yeah, he would be disgustingly OP. You'd never ever see Nekahara magic ever. Because his combination of death and vampiric magic would be just absurdly OP. Yeah, it would just be disgusting. The fact you could like heal constructs and let's not go there. Let's not go there. But yeah, it would be something indeed. So well played to Nevermore. I believe there is a small juicy prize there from Enticity. Yes, you get a small gift prize for first. So yeah, so you have a little gift prize there. I think you have to get in touch with Bowmore or maybe Enticity himself there, Mr. Nevermore. So get in touch there, and yeah, that Arkham would be discussing with Nekahara, but it would definitely make TK more viable in a lot of matchups. Yeah, for sure. I think Arkan is definitely one of those Tomb Princes that definitely wants to be a vampire. It's like one of those kids, right? That's like, oh, I wish I was a good football player, and they're just like an amazing rugby player. But it's like, no, I want to be good at football, right? And he's just sulking the fact that he's actually a Tomb Prince rather than actually being a vampire. I'm like, get over yourself, dude. You're still pretty cool. Nagash, who I will hope being in 3. I think I could never see Nagash coming into game 3 for sure. I mean, he is like a literal god, right? But I could certainly see him having a big play in it. He certainly has a big play in the end times for sure, like a huge play. I think he dies by trying to absorb too many. I think he forcibly has to absorb too many magical elements, and I think he explodes. I'm pretty sure it's quite hilarious. Yeah, it's quite fun actually. I think the way it goes is Manfred von Carstein just literally sticks his middle finger up to the world and goes, screw you all, and then kind of just stabs Balthasar Gelt, and then the Law of Metal has to like get into what's his name? Teclis. I think Teclis is already like holding on to 2 winds of magic, which is quite impressive for an elf anyway, or like a living being. And he tries to absorb all 3, or like kind of doesn't have a choice, I think, or something like that. It absorbs all 3, can't take it, and then kind of dies, and then all of them go to Arkan, and then Arkan just kind of dies, and then nobody can hold on to it. I think like the Emissary of Fire is Ungrim, which is hilarious, and the Emissary of Beasts is Grimgor at this point, and I think someone from the Empire ranks goes Grimgor. The Everchosen said that he's the best, and Grim was like, what? He's a git, and then runs towards him and goes to fight him and then loses, so it's quite hilarious. But Arkan hates vampires a lot. They betrayed his master. Yeah, I think there's a whole bunch of weird stuff, right? I think he hates them, but also kind of like wants to be them, but there's a whole bunch of weird stuff, I'm pretty sure. I think Arkan's pretty weird, actually. Arkan not having Gaze of Nagash in the game is insane, considering he was Nagash's right-hand man. I know, right? I know. Terrible. Nagash is like, you're too powerful. Calm down. Yes, Teclis indeed. But guys, I think we're going to end it off there. So thank you so much to everybody that watched and everybody that participated today. I hope you all really did enjoy it. I hope you really did. If you did, please feel free to smash that like button. It really, really does help. I know I'm really bad at doing it myself, so it's understandable. And of course, if you don't like it, feel free to dislike as well. It does. It helps me get better with my content and stuff like that. But do remember, I'm not feeling very well as well. If it's not as good as the usual stuff, it's weird for me not being able to block bots. Yeah. We got Mr. Bowmore is sharp on it though. He's just like, go on. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Feel free to, of course, like and subscribe, and we'll be back with more RLC content from myself, and I'm sure anybody else that casts it, maybe Human Boy, maybe Balkanos, maybe a couple of others as well. But do feel free to go check out Inticity's channel. If you can't find him through here, do go onto my Discord, and you... thanks for the great entertainment logic. No problem, Bastian. Thank you very much for the kind message, my friend. Do feel free to hop onto my Discord. You'll be able to find it through there. And I will actually be getting... I actually talked to Enticity. I actually am going to be getting it on my Discord. So you guys can also find games on my Discord. I just need to have a moment to set it up. So I'll be setting it up in the next couple of days. A couple of streams to come forward. So hopefully see all of you there. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you all very, very soon. So see you soon.